Hey, we're officially live. Everyone can see us and hear us now. Team, say hello. Let me hear those mics.
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, hello. Hello.
Good day, everybody.
Hello. All right.
Hello.
I can hear and see everyone. Chat, let us know if anyone gets muted or frozen along the way. We'll get that fixed. This is our weekly Cyberpunk Red gameplay by Team Gutter Rats, a team of baddies doing bad things. They're currently in Neo Vegas. I'll do a little mini recap right as we dive in. But before we do that, I do want to introduce our team here. We have Alex, who's playing Wolfman the Nomad, Matt, who's playing Leon the Lawman Nomad, Vulpus playing Toymaker the Tech Nomad, Nolan playing Nox the Solo, and Shig playing Ripper the Solo, formerly playing Stina, who rest in peace, Stina. But yeah, check out the previous sessions if you want to get any of that good lore and fun and see the journey that got us to Neo Vegas. And I am GM Rob Mulligan. I'm running this game. I'm also the founder of Cybernation Uncensored. Check us out anywhere you see social media. Follow us on Twitch, on YouTube. We also send all of our shows out to like 30 plus podcast websites. We would love really good reviews and 5 stars on any of those if you see us. But yeah, it's not just me. We have other gameplay and deep dives and tutorials and all kinds of stuff coming out under Cybernation Uncensored. So just show us some love. We would really appreciate that. I also want to give a shout out to those that support us on Patreon. Just constantly pouring fuel on the fire and keeping the lights on here at Cybernation Uncensored. Shout out to Alex Maxwell, Nicholas, aka the King Square, Renegade 420, Anthony Rogers, the Land of Wolves, Terrafan, Rufio, rest in peace, brother, Brockenwich, PWB, Craghorst, Ty, aka Tizer 46, Ninsanity, Tyrus, and our players here as well, Vulpus, Fox, Nolan, North, Matty V, and Shig. And our industry partners here, Sirenscape, Fantasy Grounds, and Loc Battle Maps. We really appreciate the support. And shout out to Artalsorian Games for creating this game and hooking us up with all the goodies to rock this shit live. So yeah, this is our team, Gutter Rats. It's a team of baddies. They're encouraged to do bad things above and beyond the typical edge runners. And if they do that, I tend to reward with more IP and fun times. Check it out. This team has been through a lot. Go to the Cybernation Uncensored YouTube. Check out all the VODs because lots of fun plot twists and exciting moments. Even maybe a death here or there. But yeah, they ended up in Neo Vegas. Long story. I'm not going to get into all of it. Currently, they just basically got Ripper into the charity roller derby match where they're planning on going tomorrow and try to rob 50,000 eddies from a charity roller derby game. And Detective Leon won't be joining them because he has an obsession with an ex-lover that's just toxic as hell, Starla Rocks, and she's performing at the Stratosphere, and he has plans to go check out that performance while the team tries to pull off the heist. So the team basically just got Shig in there. They met a netrunner that's been flirting with Ripper, and they got her on the roster to basically play the roller derby match. And they were currently at like the little dinner party the day before where Ripper had to get up and dance and perform with the rest of the people. It was like this whole presentation to the public and the donors and stuff. Kind of cheesy, but she pulled it off. She had some dance skills apparently. That's kind of where we left off. That's where we're going to dive right back in that night. We'll say that little dinner soiree thing just ended. Ripper just gets off stage. Everyone's hanging out in like the lobby of the hotel room, getting ready to maybe go up to their rooms, get some sleep or dinner or whatever they're going to do. Maybe talk about their plans the next day, how they're going to pull off, what they're doing and stuff. And then we'll just jump to that timeline and get things in motion. Does that sound good, team?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, then I'm going to ask you to forget who the fuck you are and step into your character roles as I switch the overlay and we dive into this gameplay. I'm going to get some Sirenscape sounds going. I'm going to put you in the casino. Let me just adjust some volumes. I'll make sure it's not overpowering too much. And yeah, we'll say the team is now currently in the lobby. Ripper just got done dancing. Y'all ate some dinner. And you're hanging out. Everyone's kind of dispersing and going and doing their own things from the charity event, knowing that tomorrow's the big event or whatever. But y'all are standing in the lobby just kind of hanging out. Ripper just got off stage. I'll let you take it from here.
That was some bullshit.
Hey, you pulled it off.
Yeah, of course I did. I don't know what he would expect from me.
I'm a little fuzzy on the timeline, but like, did Kodak send you the choreography before or not?
No, I improvised because I'm good at that shit.
All right.
Don't understand.
Yeah, and Codex
How
Link.
and where
Go ahead.
where you got that, where you pulled that out from. I mean, that was phenomenal.
Yeah,
You could almost tape that and sell it.
Yeah, Codex leans in and agrees and says, that was ridiculous. I don't know how the fuck you did that shit. But whatever, people bought it. We're in.
Fuck, I guess. Hey, fucking champagne bottle. Come on, let's go find one. I'm sure there's one around.
There's a bar.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
You want champagne?
Champagne, liquor, whatever, because we need to get.
I'm gonna
fucked up.
raise my hand to one of the little ducks walking around serving.
Yeah, instantly one comes over. Like, you can tell, like, the staff is definitely waiting on everyone involved with the event. Comes right over. Yes, how can I help you?
Let's see, brother, you 1, 2, 3. I need 4 bottles of Dom Perignon 1990, please.
Ooh, I don't know that we have that in stock, but I can maybe get a more modern equivalent.
Not too modern.
No,
You gotta
of course,
sense
sir,
the
of course. He scurries off.
Like a Napoleonic brandy, please.
And I'll add that to the list. He wants Napoleonic brandy. Just bring him the entire body.
I don't.
Entire body?
Yeah, bring me Napoleon Bonaparte.
He wants the entire body.
I like PWB in chat. Sorry, all we got is Zima circa 1994.
Okay, yeah, there's somebody barf in my mouth. At least I get the same experience.
Could be worse. Could be sworn out eyes.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Like, we've all seen Babylon 5. We know that Zima is the beverage of the future.
He comes back with 4 bottles of boons.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, Mad Dog 2020, there we go. That's a fine year.
No, but just after a little while, he does come back. He has some random bottles of champagne and stuff. Nothing too old or exclusive. Obviously, time of Red, things are scarce, and in this case, they do have some stuff. There's some. It's nice. They have some older bottles and stuff. But they bring it. You've got some champagne. It tastes good.
Right.
Time to enjoy a little bit of the bubbly.
So, I mean,
First
is
bottle
there any
opens.
type of pre-game rituals you go through, or do you just hit the fucking boards and fuck shit up?
Who are you asking?
Well, our
talking to Ripper, right?
star here. Yeah.
Okay, I thought I told you not to talk to me at all when you're like that. So you're going to have to ask me later.
Okay.
I'll ask your favorite person to ask you.
I'm not sure he can put his work face on. I think that's just face now.
Well, that's just too
It's so
bad.
long.
Now, while we're celebrating, I don't suppose our girl Codex was able to get any information on the security setup while she was rooting around there.
I mean, they have the layout of kind of what's going on, and it looks like there's like private security watching the charity pool, and just local normal security probably in there, but not much at all. It looks like it's a lot of just general staff aside from the exclusive security for the charity. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what to expect till we get in there, but I don't think it's going to be too much for you guys to handle.
So, can we keep the any alarms, anything like that? Can we keep that quiet until after the fact, or
Well,
can we keep that in control?
I mean, let's get in there and I'll see if there's a system, and we'll see what we're dealing with. Obviously, I'll do what I can to help you out.
The more the deck is stacked in our favor, the better the cut's gonna be. So.
Also, we still got to get out of the casino and off of the strip. You can't spend when you're a ghost.
Can't spend when we're a ghost, and it's no good when half of everyone's cut goes to medical bills either. So, you know, measure twice, cut once.
Oh, I know. The doctors in this town, like, you wouldn't believe what a guy will charge for a new face when he knows he's got you.
It's true.
Yeah, I've been-
Wolfman just looks at him like you can almost hear the cinder block dot waves. You don't fucking say.
Reading
Well, it sounds
the
like
latest.
someone kind of deserved that.
I've been reading the latest Solo of Fortune here, and they got some really neat freaking arrowheads I'd love to get a hold of. They're called serrated arrowheads. Nasty. Check this out, bro.
Oh, hey, are those shuriken grenades? I can.
Yes.
I can only imagine the nightmare that SHOT Show 2025 and beyond is like in Neo Vegas. That being said, Wolfman would totally want to spend all those hard-earned winnings there. Or at least a good portion. Save the rest for, fancy new car.
Codex leans in and says, speaking of that, what are we doing? Are we going to maybe go meet in a room, come up with an exact plan for tomorrow, or like what are we doing?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it's probably for the best if we head up to one of the central rooms. Plan as best we can. We've got the layout, we've got the time, we know when the match starts, and that'll probably provide us with our best opportunity to make the grab while everybody's watching the big match. Particularly if there's a way that Ripper can do something that's both distracting and really cool.
I believe any kind of planning shouldn't be done in any kind of central room. We should do this over at your bar, Codex, considering that you've earned your place and it's more than guaranteed not to be bought.
Hey, I'm down with that. We can go there.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And we can pop some bottles in.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and we'll streamline. Y'all get a combat cab or
Can
get a
we
ride
get
over there.
changed before we get?
Yeah, you can
we
change
get
out of the
changed?
clothes. That way Ripper will acknowledge you again, yes.
Yeah.
Everybody gets out of the S&M bodyguard gear or whatever the hell was going on with that masochist shit. But yeah.
It was very impressive. And then, on the way out, wave down while the staff's like, hey, Garcon, I need you to get me like the biggest bucket of oysters or synth oysters you can get.
Of course, sir. What room should we send it to?
And then I just give the coordinates to my room because after tomorrow's game, I'm going to need them to increase your power. And I'm meeting with a special lady later on.
Okay, yeah.
This is not
Sounds good.
for
He
me.
takes down the
Car.
room number and the order.
We don't need the combat cab. I managed to get a loaner from the local family.
Oh, that's right.
right.
That's right. Yeah, the local
Yeah,
nomads brought you a vehicle. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, the Frank in my mind.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm gonna call,
yeah, so you
I'm
getting
gonna call a
that?
combat cab for myself. So sorry, I'm not riding in that one again.
You think you're too cool to ride in the family? You think you're too cool to ride in the family ute? That didn't even start as the family ute, but became one.
Listen, Nox is moving on to bigger and better things. The team is starting to become smaller and smaller.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nox.
When your fucking robo-cabbie he takes a shit on you, I'm not gonna be there to drive you away from it like I was last time.
I'm sure we'll figure it out this time.
I'm sure you will. All right, catch you back at the
Climb into
bar.
my Myzilla because every vehicle's a technical if you're brave enough.
That's very true. But
Hell yeah!
You get in the vehicles, you head over out into Neo Vegas, cutting across the strip and making your way over to Codex Bar, her little networking joint. And you get over there and she takes you back into one of the private rooms. Y'all sit down. She gestures to one of the workers, the other bartender, and she brings a bunch of drinks. Ripper's got her signature drink there, even looks like her. You're all posted up having your drinks. Codex says, "Select, give me the plan. I'll make my notes on my deck so we can keep track of things." I'm excited to pull this off. I took the gig because I was like, all right, cut of the cash. I like this sort of thing. Definitely like meeting you. She kind of looks at you, Ripper, but then she says, "But I'll tell you, going in there tonight, hopping in the system, just under that pressure, it brought me back to my edge running days. I'm down for tomorrow, definitely." You can tell she's kind of excited about it.
I'll give her a big smile and say, Kodak, well, this is going to be a long-term thing. I might need to rent out a room here and start working out of here. What do you think?
Yeah, that works for me. I mean, look, if you guys need to make a permanent residence here at all, we can. But I'm thinking after tomorrow, I don't know. We might need to lay a little low.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to be counting on you to scrub clean. Because ain't no way any of us are dying.
Well, I mean, we can like, a couple of them are disposable, but most of us will survive.
You know, it's very, very big and brave to admit that even you are temporary.
In this group, yeah, I am temporary. I ain't staying with this shit.
Exactly. So rather than, and yet we're planning around the loner, but what's the how are we going to go about this?
Well, if I can get the party started, what I'd like to do is kind of like maybe like, so we've got the plans, we've got the like the layout of the area. I'd like to maybe start the party off with just like a tactic check, just to see if there's like kind of like, what's a good like choke points, access choke points, areas of interest, and just because planning is a luck of its own kind, I'm gonna dump half my luck into this bad boy. That way to see if maybe 4 extra skill points will like get some things unearthed.
Nice. Yeah, go for
Dramatically throwing the dice. Okay, so that will be I guess. So that'll be a 15 to at least start the party.
Okay.
At least glad that you never know what you never know what the dice are gonna say, but start the party with a 15. Just looking for like bases of like choke points, likely areas where we know where the money's gonna be. So kind of looking in terms of like the security setup, things like that.
Yeah. And look, 15's pretty good when it comes to getting more than just the basics. You got the layout, Codex is able to kind of find the layout of the arena, which is kind of public stuff, but there's basically the roller derby arena in the center. There's a big lobby in the front with kind of like a sidebar and a big conference room. Apparently that's where they have the big pool of money in a case on display. You've seen the promos and the images, and Codex kind of explains the layout. So it's a big lobby, big front entrance where the public enters, bar, merchandise, all that stuff, big open area. Off to the side is probably like the charity room where they have display money, and a bar kind of off in that direction. Then there's a sort of hallway or whatever that goes around the whole arena with entrances to all the different seating sections, and then the internal arena itself, the roller derby. Then there's also beneath that, one floor lower, is kind of where all the employees and all the celebrities, sports people, whatever the entertainers are in that arena for whatever event at the time, they all enter. And on the bottom level, there's like a gym and practice room, locker rooms, all that sort of stuff, and like a practice mini arena and gym. There's elevators and stairs up to each section, including to the team benches, the announcers podium, and the main entrance. It looks like there's some garage doors in the back, like to enter supplies and things like that. And in the back, also where that is the employee and the celebrity sort of entrance, or staff entrance, and anybody who's involved with events. Obviously, they don't go in the front door. What she did find out is for this special event, there is private security that is typically going to be right with the money pool, obviously, kind of protecting that, and they're part of the foundation that raised the money with all the private investors. And then there's probably maybe a couple or a few just typical local arena security, which is probably even less skilled than the Neo Vegas Police Department, which is even less skilled than private security. So just some generic, staff security is probably there as well. And then a bunch of just generic staff like you've seen here, checking tickets, checking people in, shit like that. Codex does mention, there's probably some environmental defenses, definitely security cameras and shit like that. So like whatever the plan is, if you're going to make a distraction during the game, let's figure out where the system is and stuff like that first, so I can kind of maybe watch cams and everything before anyone makes a move, because if we're going to try to become ghosts after this, like I need to scrub those cams. But I think we should discuss, what the distraction is. And Leon, like, it kind of clicks in your head, like, yeah, you know, maybe when Ripper's playing, she can do something drastic, like obviously do her best to get attention. She's a roller derby girl. She wants to go do that professionally or whatever, maybe impress the whammers. But in this case, to get that 50K, maybe she should hurt someone or hurt herself or do something really drastic or just do something a little crazy outside of the normal gameplay. And I don't know what that would look like or what that is, but it just kind of clicks, Leon. You're going to need some type of big distraction. Originally, you were going to be setting off huge bombs and shit, but we lost those, obviously, in the AV and with the facial recognition stuff that happened in the recent past when we got here. So you got to come up with something else. But that's what's kind of clicking in your head, Leon, is you need a big distraction. If Ripper's going to do it, it needs to be something more than just impressive gameplay. It's got to be something different. And then when that goes down, you all are going to have to try to move quick. And you're going to have to try to be tactful because there's definitely going to be highly skilled security there. So if you're going to engage in that or have to engage fast and hard when the distraction hits, you know, and have your plan of how you're getting the money out of there already. So you might want to scope that out first and figure that out before the distraction, before you take action. But that's kind of what you got going in your head, Leon.
Yeah, I've got the genesis of something going on here because, like, basically, I'm thinking about kind of a two-part distraction here. Part one, height of the game. We need Ripper. We need you to do something big and something dirty, like the kind of hit that people are going to talk about in like 10 years' time. The moment that like made the world notice who you are. That is our signal to move on the money area. And you remember how earlier we were thinking about maybe having, like, you know, codex would be great if you could, like, get into the system, turn off the alarms? I had a better idea, actually, on that. Instead of 0 alarms, I'm thinking all of the alarms.
Ooh.
As soon as we hit those guys, that's when I want you to hit the fire alarm, the cyber psycho warning, the one for bioterrorism. Basically, we're going to light up the switchboard. What that's going to do is that's not only good, that's going to create a series of impacting clusterfucks. Because you're going to have the fire department coming in. Everyone's going to freak out and want to get out of that building as soon as they can because they think it's on fire or they think somebody's coming in to collect torsos. You're going to have the natural jurisdictional bitching between the cops and the in-house security guys because they want to keep things quiet and the cops just want to do their thing. The way that we'll conceal our exit from the joint is in the throng of humanity desperately trying to escape what they think is the most dangerous place on Earth for a couple moments. If you can scrub our faces or obscure our faces, cool. If not, there's a good chance we can get lost in the chaos.
And Kodak says, look, if I can get in the system, I'm pretty sure I can pull all that off. So yeah, I like that plan. We can do that. The other thing that kind of clicks in your head, Detective Leon, with that sort of tactics thing is you do know, like, with the start of this event, you should be able to be there for at least like the first 30 minutes to an hour, maybe. Like maybe the first half of the match, maybe some of the planning, some of the things. But then that event at the Stratosphere is going to start kicking off, and you know you can't help but just go see Starless. So, like, yeah, you might be able to set up the team and kind of get the plan started, but then you're probably going to dip out and go check out that show while the team pulls it off.
There's a non-zero chance it might happen, so that's why he's going for a fast and hard plan for both practical and emotional reasons.
Question is, they've got catering. So this venue probably's got a loading dock somewhere, yeah?
Oh yeah. No, I saw some in the layout. There's like the garages in the back and like the loading docks out back where they have the employee and talent entrances.
So probably try and scroll our getaway ride back there, and if all of you can bear to ride the loner in and out, but at the very least out if you want to be seen going in the front and not be seen anywhere else, just vanish in the throngs of panic, sweat, and whatever other chaos Codex can scrounge up from being in the system.
I like that idea because the loading dock, like, natural off the beaten path, and then if that's inaccessible, you just blend in with the crowd. Now, speaking of blending in, as much as I love the My from hell, I don't suppose your family can maybe get you into a step van.
Go swing by and see if they've got fucking baby proby vehicle that's got no upgrades.
Maybe we could try to say, hey, maybe the two of us put our pull together, come up with an upgrade that way.
Because if you can get basically just a van that looks like it should be there, it just blends in with the rest of it'll just blend in with the rest of the vehicles that are unloading, food and clean bedding, all the lube for the live nude shows, all that kind of crazy stuff.
Yep.
a CNU haul. Yeah.
But yeah, here, look, let's do this then. Let's do this. Either Wolfman or Toymaker, give me a luck check. You guys decide who's going to do it, and see if family's still in town. We know this; they're at the event and stuff. There's a chance you could get a van from family, trade out the current vehicle. They already hooked you up before. It's family. So let's do a luck check to see if they're lucky enough to have that type of vehicle in town right now.
Is your luck more than 5, Toymaker?
Negative.
All right, I'll roll.
All right, even money, baby.
Yeah, 50 chance. Oh, damn.
The one time we don't want you to roll high.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No luck. Family doesn't have a van that
mine.
looks the part. You're stuck with the beater you got.
Yep. I would have failed too.
Yeah. The heartbreaker was on Fantasy Grounds. It had rolled down to the bottom of the screen, so I just saw the bottom. I saw the bottom of the 7. I'm like, is that a fucking 1? And I was oh fuck you! Oh, son of a bitch.
The one time you want to see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the My Miles still work. Plus, the loading dock will give us kind of like a place to hide it, and plus, Codex is part of this. If there's any active defenses, can you set basically try and set everything off? So I'm talking I want the fire suppression system to go. If there's sentries anywhere, just start blitzing the area.
Yeah, I mean, let's get there, see what's up with the system, and obviously, I'll be scrubbing cams, I'll be setting off all alarms. If there's environmental defenses I can control and give some type of cover fire or something, I'm down. I got you guys.
Hold on. So, on Xville, to be inconspicuous, so we can arrive, drop you guys off in the My, go and park somewhere near the back. Since my brother and I are going to draw probably a lot of eyes, not be too handy out on the front when the distraction comes. What we can do is, whether it be a tour bus, a van for goodies and doodads and whatnot, we can hotwire that, have that ready, make sure the low jack's gone. So when it's time to get the fuck out with the bag of cash, y'all hop in the hotwired truck to either, Leon, you can drive technically,
Oh, don't worry. I got very good marks on my defensive driving.
So one of you takes the wheel. We'll be in the Franken My as an interceptor. So if someone catches tail and they give chase, we have the armor and the weapons on the My to persuade them to fuck off or elsewhere or to an early grave, and we get out into the outskirts, off the strip into your more scrub land, wait for things to die down. We go collect our hostage prize for rescue, and Bob's your uncle for the rest of it.
That's perfect, yeah. And then either that same day or day later, Ripper comes back having performed a rescue of rescue of that influencer, and then depending on what things go, I'll leave some evidence behind, and we'll pin it on the guys that we zeroed.
There you go.
Okay, the one thing I don't understand is why am I the one rescuing this bitch? And, like, how is it not gonna look suspicious?
You don't have to. The rest of us can.
Well, I was thinking if she does it, basically, you know, like, it'll really crank up her public perception. Like, it'll make her huge on the roller scene, and, you know...
Okay, detective, do you not see the problem where she was supposed to be in the game, and then she mysteriously disappeared, and then I'm there, and then I rescue her after? No, I'm not doing that.
No, you're right, yeah.
Yes, I'm detective, you are.
When you're spinning too many pilots, but yeah. Oh, well, we'll still zero these guys to clean up the loose ends, and then, you know, that bitch can just get a cab back or something.
So, a couple ideas that I've got that I've mulled around because I've unassembled my gun here. Ripper, you're not above killing anybody, are you?
There's side-eye Leon. She's like, depends who.
These events are known to be violent and sometimes dirty, right?
Yep.
What are you getting at?
Thinking you punch somebody, explosion goes off, smoke goes off on in that area with you. You make it out of the way, provide distraction. Maybe you draw everybody's attention. Sprinklers, alarms go off, and then as security tightens around the case, do we have a final head count of how many people there are around the case?
Codex says she doesn't
we
know.
Get there?
Yeah, she doesn't know. Private
okay.
security, I have no idea till we get there.
But fortunately for us, since I didn't leave my bag of toys, if security gets tight around the case, that actually works for us pretty well. As I reach into the branded NCP Day bag, producing both a flashbang and at least one fragmentation.
We have time. We can get more. We can get more equipment.
Yeah, Codex leans in and says, yeah, like, absolutely, if you guys need to gear up anymore, trust me, like, I got people in the bar right now that can go get shit for us. Like,
yes, we're in the treasure trove.
Yeah. Because I got my shoddy, I got a couple flashbangs and a couple frags left.
Got 4 sleep arrows left if we need to do this quietly.
I mean, you guys mentioned like you were gonna do something with explosive stuff before that whole AV ordeal. Like anything bigger, bigger than those frags or something? Like maybe that.
Codex, does anybody here deal in explosives? Any high orderings?
I mean, yeah, we got fixers here, and like we can get stuff. I mean, maybe nothing as big as those clear cases that you're talking about, those clear cases, but. I'm sure I can get like some C6 or 4 or like get something bigger than a frag.
Excellent. So just for chaos and full terrorism, and I don't ever plan on coming back to this shithole, now that I really think about it. We'll need 4 blocks of C4, and I look over to Toy Maker. Toy Maker, how good is your skill set when it comes to explosives?
Higher than average.
Good. Do you think you can we'll need to rig these, and I don't want these to be on det cord. These need to be on timers. And essentially, once those go off outside, that'll force security forces to go investigate that, make people go outside. Then when the alarms go off, security forces will be, struggling to get inside. And then we could hire another team, create a larger distraction, defend off security forces outside, while we grab and go on the smaller or whatever is left in terms of security on the case inside. And then that way, when Ripper and her explosion and smoke goes off, she can be a part of us, and we can get in and get out.
Oh, you saucy minx, I love that. It's the perfect marriage of the ideas because the crowd is going to be our ally. It's just going to be this wall of meat fighting with them to get to where we're at.
Codex leans in like
trash cans.
Look,
Go ahead.
Codex leans in like, I can work on that. Let me hit some of our boys, and I'll be right back. She steps out of the room.
Yeah. And if you need something to if you're looking for an object to blow up, if we go back to I've still got that Chump's minivan, and I don't really feel like giving it back. It's gonna be weird.
Oh, can't you just hold on to it instead?
We might need it.
Okay.
Why are we talking about turning in the loaner my for a panel van when you fucking got one? There you go.
Actually, wait. If we can just we can't
this
count looks shitty enough. We could probably do a quick paint job on it.
Nothing's more conspicuous than a van that more or less screams Amber Alert on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you've got this SUV you stole. I would take I would say let's get both Toymaker and Wolfman. Maybe Wolfman with like a land vehicle check and Toymaker with a general tech check to see if you guys can take this sort of SUV and maybe add some panels to the back windows. Just make it look more like an event van versus like a family SUV. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you said a land vehicle tech, right?
Yeah. Let's do like a land vehicle but Toymaker give me like yeah, exactly. That way, like you guys do like a little combo on the vehicle.
Oh, I rolled a 2, so that's a 21.
Jesus Christ!
God damn, Wolfman. Wolfman creates a completely second vehicle.
Yeah.
What did you get there, Toymaker? Oh, 16?
Yeah,
Nice.
16.
Nice, yeah.
Basic tech. We got something else to do. No, I can't do that. Never mind.
Yeah, look, you get this SUV looking more like a functional van, like you get some panels and solidify the back windows and stuff, and now it just looks more like a little more like a cargo van, less like a family SUV. Looks more working, And yeah, you got that going, and within that time, you spend like a couple hours doing that. Codex comes back to the bar. She's like, look, I met up with a couple of our fixers. I covered it. You guys got to give me 1,000 eddies, but I got 4 of them right here. And she busts out a little case, and you got like 4 little sort of C4 bombs, like something that's probably like the equivalent of like a few frag grenades each. You know what I mean?
Excellent. Then I'll look over Toymaker.
And she's don't forget you got to give Codex 1,000 eddies. Somebody does.
1,000, yeah. I look at the team. Well, considering that we're gonna collect money from some dead people.
Yeah, everyone could put in 200.
Yeah, there's 5 of us. Yeah, 200. What? 200 each.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll gladly put in 200 into the explosions kitty.
86.70. All right.
Yeah, I guess I can too.
Thanks, Ripper. Codex gives you kind of like a sarcastic,
Look, I gotta save my cash when we go out after the game,
Okay, true.
You always take it in favors.
But yeah, you got that. You got it covered. You got that. You've got the SUV looking like a work van now. You've got those explosives. You kind of have a game plan. We can kind of streamline to then. Codex said she's going to go home, crash, and meet up with y'all in the morning before the event starts, so you can just kind of gather up and head over there in the afternoon. While the rest of you will say, unless there's anything else you need to do, head back to the hotel to wind down for the night.
No, I'm just getting my tourist Sprayman outfit ready.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to change for tomorrow.
P-dubs for the plus
Hey, PWB a +2.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
nice.
Nice. But yeah, you can do that,
for
you can change outfits and stuff and get ready for tomorrow. At least lay out your plan. Before you kind of crash out and we streamline to the next day, there's one thing I want to mention for anybody that hasn't been paying attention and watching from the sidelines or chat, I should say. I'm going to put the link in the chat to my Welcome to Neo Vegas lore page on the Cybernation Uncensored website. Because I created a bunch of lore and locations and things like that for this game, and I just want to share that because I did create some gambling rules, and I'm going to be pissed if at least one edge runner doesn't drop an eddy into a goddamn slot machine before you crash out at the hotel. Please, somebody gamble. I gave you, look at, like typical edge runners, I gave you all like free credits strictly for the casinos in hopes you would, and what do you guys do? You spend it to get someone murdered. Really? Kidnapped?
Yeah. Well, obviously, this is going to be like my final... Yeah, this is my final night in Vegas. Tonight is a night for cocaine and gambling before the big heist.
How am I supposed to impress a lady if I lose all my money? So, man.
That's true.
My hands tied.
So we are 1,000,000% gonna have a party with the one-armed bandits.
Let's go. Yeah, how much you putting in?
You know what?
All right, you know what? Go big or go home. Ric Flair from the top ropes every time. We're gonna drop $1,000 into some gambling. We're gonna get a ton of chips.
Nice.
And either hit some slots, maybe do some baccarat.
All right, well, how much you want to put in the first one, and give me a 1d10.
All right. So we're gonna make an initial wager of like $200. We're gonna give that 1d10 roll. Da, 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 da.
4.
We're
Fail.
gonna get a 4.
Bet lost.
All right, we can get this. We can get this. All right, double down. 400. Grab another like fistful of drinks from the bar.
Oh! All of a sudden the casino starts lighting up and all the sounds go and you basically hit the jackpot, which is basically your bet times 1d10 plus 100. So give me another 1d10.
It'd be so funny if it's a 1.
It would be funny. It'd be his luck.
You.
It is a 1.
No way.
You cursed. Cursed it.
Making sure you don't lose.
Yeah, so listen.
No. This is typical.
Yeah, the alarm goes off and the lights are going like you won jackpot. Bing, 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 bing. The chips pop out. You basically get 500 back from your 400 that you put in. And one thing, you see security kind of look over, it lights up, and 2 security guards kind of start walking over. And the one thing you know about this is like typically, and this is in part of that lore, and I'll just kind of summarize this, but anytime someone hits a big jackpot, typically they come and, you know, they're friendly and they'll usually escort you straight to the payout cage and basically dump your eddies in a black chip and then very politely suggest that it's time to leave the building. Sometimes, you know, they'll ask you to leave. But in this case, you know, it was such a low amount. Like, you see security realize you're winning a jackpot. They start walking over, and then they see it was just like 500, and they just kind of nod, say, "Hey, congratulations, buddy," and they just walk off.
Yeah, thanks. I'm in town. I'm getting ready for the big. Getting ready for the big game tomorrow. And if I could, I'd like to then use this as a segue to maybe try a little conversation to see what info I can pry out of these guys.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Like, you know, talking about the big game, like, oh man, events like this, you know, I'm a cop over in NC, and sometimes, like, you know, we have events, but nothing like this, and basically try and see if I can, like, juice them for info by talking shop.
Nice. Yeah, they're both intrigued. Oh, NCPD from Night City. Nice. Welcome to Neo Vegas. Already winning. That's great. You know, I used to be a PD here, but I just got into private security.
Oh, I know. They're always like, you know, they're always sucking guys off from us, like, all the time down at the station, you know.
Right.
And I get it. The hours are better, and you're less likely to get your guts ripped out.
Oh yeah, 100%. But what brings you to Neo Vegas?
You know, trying to reconnect with an old former flame, and of course, once I heard about like the whammers coming in, like, oh man, I heard about this big pot you guys got going on. Like, you know, who's the lucky guys who get to look after that sucker?
No, I wish it was us. It's kind of a cush deal. I mean, they've got like a handful of private security over there, and like, let me tell you, they sit there. They get to sit all day and just kind of chill and, you know, guard the pot. But like, easy gig that day. Yeah, you heard about the charity pot, right?
Yeah, it's like it's gonna help a lot of like, what is it, like war orphans or like abandoned executives or whatever.
Yeah, something with the kids. I'm not exactly sure, but you saw the big press thing. They like doubled it. Like private donors put in, they doubled it, so now it's like 100K.
Wow. No way. That's like, man, you know, the goodness in some people's heart. God, like we used to do, like, I think the last time we had, like, we barely raised like 3K at this bullshit event I had to go through. We had a kid with like 4 arms from the hot zone in town. Nobody gave he killed the mood. Nobody donated anything.
Oh wow.
Hopefully your hopefully your orphans are less. Yeah, hopefully your orphans are less ugly. But you know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know how much of that's gonna reach the kids. But whatever. They got matching funds. It looks good. It's good press for Neo Vegas or whatever.
Oh, you know, with events like this, you never know how much will reach the kid. All right, you guys have a boring evening. Time to take this straight to the bunny ranch.
Sounds good. They walk off laughing.
Hey, brother. Got a great idea. You know that car that's up front? I'm going to drop some money in that machine.
We're all just gambling like crazy.
Go for it.
There's something just so beautiful about a 10 than a 1 on the jackpot.
Well,
how much I was putting in.
Yeah, you didn't say how much you put in, but you failed.
Yeah, screw it. I'll put in. How much is this card? I mean, I'm on 500.
The card that we had is gone. Remember?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
The money cards that we got, those are gone.
Oh yeah, those are gone. Yeah.
Oh no, I was looking for, you know how they always have the car that's, you know, up for the lotto thing.
He said car, not car.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
like, you know, win me, and then you gotta ask the girl, do you come with the car? And then it's all, oh, you.
Yeah, there's no like direct win a car with a slot, but you hit the jackpot, the lights go off, the alarms. You see those security guards as they're walking away laughing about Leon talking about Bunny Ranch, instantly like look back and like, oh shit, and they start kind of like looking at each other and walking
That's not
up.
what I want. Hold on. Ignore that.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, hit that one.
So do I got to roll another D10?
Yeah, hit 1D10.
It'll be so fun. Oh man, it would have been so
Nice.
good if that was a 1.
No, so
You're just fake killing everyone's jackpot.
nice. So yeah, so look, you basically get the. What did you put in? 500.
1,000.
I thought you said
Or
5.
no, put in 500.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
Volpus.
500.
Don't try to pull that shit with me. But yeah, basically you put in 500 times 7, 3,500 plus 100, 3,600. You basically get 3,600. All the chips are coming out. The security like looks. They kind of nudge each other. They walk over. Each of them puts a hand on your shoulder and say, "Hey, congratulations, buddy. Let's go get you cashed out." They start like walking you over to the cash cage.
I'm just looking at the coins coming out. I was like, dude, this needs to go on my account.
Yeah, no, it's time to cash out. Let's go get it in your account. They start grabbing it all for you and kind of escorting you over to the
but I'm
the cash cage.
I mean, what's going on? Okay.
What's that?
Carried off.
They look at you confused.
No, I don't want any of the money. I just want to comp it.
You don't want to keep your winnings.
Oh, fuck no.
They look at each other really confused. What's going on here? Why exactly aren't you keeping the winnings?
Okay, so that's basically a free room in the hotel. Think about it. I keep 1,000 of my own money or 500 of my own money that I put in. The rest of the money goes to comp, like free food, free room, blah blah blah.
No, it doesn't work like that. I mean, you can spend the money any way you want, but let's go get you cashed out.
Okay.
Yeah, so they basically walk you over to the cage, cash out the money. They basically give you the chips and they say, all right, awesome. Look, we really are glad you came here and enjoyed your stay, and hopefully you come back someday. And they kind of like walk you to the front door and start escorting you out into the strip. Yep. You're now standing outside the Bellagio.
That's exactly like where I wanted to be. So I sat
friendliest way to kick someone out.
I'm going to do my best to obscure my face, obscure myself from the cameras, and drop one of those bricks in a trash can next to the front door.
Okay.
The explosives. We're supposed to be seeding those, right? Or do we have somebody else doing that?
Yes,
Probably,
but however, how do you have those on detonation?
We're going off of timed detonation, correct?
Yes, that is correct. But I'm just sorry for mechanical purposes and just clarity. Just want to make sure that we have those set for time, and also how are we setting them up for time? I know you have explosive skill, but
But wait, you're putting an explosive in a garbage can out front of the Bellagio? That's what you want to do?
I thought that was the plan. I mean, either that or I just completely misunderstood the plan they were going on.
Yeah, I thought you guys were going to the arena, to the event tomorrow, the Caesars Arena, and we're going to set off explosives there to get everyone out and stuff. I'm just really confused.
Okay.
But,
no, that's fine. That's fine. No, I misunderstood. That's all.
Did I get that wrong?
Okay, cool. Awesome. I don't know, I kind of like the modification where it's like you have one random brick by the Bellagio just to add extra chaos to the emergency response. Everything else happens out front of Caesars at the big event. Because now, if you set off that one at the Bellagio, it's now two things that emergency services have to check out.
Right. That's what I thought the idea was.
Draws response time, it draws that. So, like, yeah, I like the idea of like a secondary location. It is a feat of it's accidental brilliance from, the drunk horseman.
Okay, you want to put it in the garbage can?
I like it. Yeah, let's roll with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like if we do them off timers, we know what time the match starts, so it's just okay.
5 minutes after the match, we got our first one.
Yeah, like match starts at 7. 7:05. That's when Ripper pulls off the dirtiest move that's ever been done in roller derby history.
Yeah, you can do that. Give me your stealth. What was that, Nox?
I'm gonna be looking for 3 explosive grenades and 3 smoke grenades. I'm sure they've got those on Vendits, right?
No, I mean there's no Vendits. I mean, Codex can source that. Could have sourced it back at spot. She can get it by tomorrow.
Cool, awesome. Then I messaged Codex and kind of give her a shopping list of 3 and 3.
Sure.
And I'll pay her.
She texts back. She's like, "Why the fuck didn't you tell me when I was getting shit from the fixers earlier when I said, what do y'all need? Damn it. Okay, I got you tomorrow, Knox."
Response back is just a picture of Ripper.
Can't be mad anymore.
Knox just still feeling the disappointment that there's no law that not once in Neo Vegas has she seen a vending machine that sells surplus frag grenades. Hashtag just night city things.
Yeah. But you can do that. But yeah, give me that stealth, Toymaker. You want to drop that in the, right out front in the garbage can. Yeah, give me that.
Stealth?
Yeah. Yeah, the second you drop that in the garbage and start walking up, security goes, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" and walks over and gets in the garbage. "What the fuck?" He goes, gets on the radio, and all of a sudden you see some alarms go off, and the one security guard comes running after you as the other one kind of goes back inside, and you see alarms went off and he's on a thing. The rest of you inside can see other security guards coming out of a side room, about 4 guys, and they go running towards the front door.
This is actually perfect. What's his move?
What's that?
What's his move?
You don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna move it, full sprint at 8.
Nice. Yeah, you move at full sprint at 8, and And next round, that guy's right up on you and tries to grapple you. Give me your brawling. What's everybody else doing?
And here I was worried you were just gonna like hit your agent or something. That's when you send the emergency detonation command.
That's coming shortly. Why do you think I'm running? Evasion. 19.
Nice. Oh no, you have to give me your brawling. He's trying to grapple you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Even better, 21.
Nice. Yeah, he tries to grapple you, and you kind of like wedge out of his thing as he tries to grab you. He's like, "What the fuck?" And like grabs as you scurry out of the grip. The other security guards, you can see there's 4 guys making their way to the door out the front as the guy's kind of pointing, and the guy holding it goes into back into that security room, the one that went and got those other 4 that was holding the C4, and he runs in there. And yeah, you basically see those guys coming after you, but they're like probably like, I don't know, 20 meters behind, 10 meters behind maybe. Like they just came out the room and they're making their way to the front door. You're already kind of out towards the strip street. And that guy's still chasing behind you too, like yelling. You see everybody out front kind of like scattering and like looking like some commotion's going on, But what's everybody else doing? What's Nox, Ripper, Wolfman, and Leon doing? You guys are kind of at the slot machines. You see all this go down.
Well, I was out at looking for Vinda, and that's what led to me texting good old Codex about it. So while I'm out in the street, I'm going to look for a noodle shop and just get some alone time away from the group, and kind of journal a couple things about this plan. Thoughts about Leon and Ripper and Toymaker and Wolfman, specifically how this crew has come together, and it's been really fun running with them, and it's going to be really upsetting when one of them dies.
Yeah, you make those notes and it kind of clicks in your head like, what the fuck is going on? Like you had a plan, and you're kind of like getting a little upset, but you have your alone time. You kind of make those notes and shit. What about Wolfman, Leon, and Ripper? What are y'all doing?
Brad's going to the car. Just seeing that, these guys are foot chasing after his brother. While it might be hideous, the Franklin Mai has a combat plow. And so I'm gonna catch me some cows, or I guess in this case some pigs. As they hop in the car and start giving chase.
Yeah, you'd have to make your way and get in the car. Yeah, that'll be it. It's out there, but you got to get to it and get
in.
I'm
on my way out there double time. They're not going to be able to outrun a full speed car going full tilt. But I'm going to be hopping in, revving the engine.
You make your way to the car
whenever it's time.
Yeah, you make your way to the car. What about Leon and Ripper?
Okay, so
I'm gonna go.
We're just getting a little
it's my
crazy.
turn.
Oh yeah, I've got an idea.
I'm just gonna go skate around the city to get some practice in. Be on my A game.
Nice. Yeah, you go and practice. I like that. In fact, I'm gonna say this: you go and practice tonight on some roller derby shit, and because you thought of doing that, you get a +1 tomorrow on your roller derby actions.
Ooh. Perfect.
What about Detective Leon? You see Ripper kind of going off to practice. Toymaker's getting into some shit. Apparently, Wolfman's making his way to the car. Nox is off to the side at a little noodle booth, kind of making some notes. What's Detective Leon doing?
Alright, so does it look like the security guys are in any danger of catching our boy?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the one's right behind him, and he seems to be able to move a little bit faster. Judging by the way that when Toymaker was sprinting, he got right up on him. The other ones are closing the distance. These guys are definitely, Bellagio private security. They're not Neo Vegas PD. They're like I mentioned in the very beginning when you got to Neo Vegas. Casinos have very high skilled solo-esque private security. It's no joke, and you can see that being a lawman.
Okay, all right. So we've got an idea. We're gonna see if it's a crazy one.
It is.
All right. So basically, like, join the pursuit and kind of like running along with the guys. Got my tourist spray man outfit on. And you said one of the guys is like holding on to like the brick of badness.
The one that had it ran into the security when he went to go tell the other security what's going on or got those others released on the radio. He ran into that room in the security room. So whatever's in there. Yeah.
What I'd like to do is like follow him, and then like as he gets close to his buddies, that's when I reach into my back pocket, pull out my stun gun, and then I shoot the brick. Because what detonates C4? Electrical charge.
Nice. Yeah, you can try to do that as he's kind of entering the security room. Give me, what do you have? Yeah, it's is it a stun gun or a like taser?
It's a taser, basically. Yeah.
Okay, so not stun gun, more taser. So it's projectile, right?
Yeah, it does.
Not
what
stun
they call
baton,
it in the
basically.
game. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't know we were referring to like a stun baton or the facial electric brass knuckle deal or what it was, but you're talking straight up taser. Yeah, go for it. What is that, handgun?
Yep, sure is.
Nice. Yeah, go for it. This will be contested.
All right, I'm gonna get.
PWB is correct.
Oh
Yeah.
What was that? Sorry, Knox.
PWB is correct. You need a blasting cap, not electricity.
Go may be able to initiate the cap.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
Who knows?
It's primed. The cap's going to currently go off.
Yeah. It's a real cool.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we got a 33.
Nice. Yeah, it hits, and we'll say it lands, you know, with that high of a roll, it lands lucky enough to hit on that blasting cap and kind of set off just as he's kind of entering that room as those guys are pursuing Toymaker. I like how you're laughing as you're literally destroying your plan. We'll see.
I know. I'm sorry. I love the chaos.
Let me do some math.
That's bad.
I was about to say, like, it's always bad when like when the game master or the referee has to start doing maps.
Well, this is a bigger explosive. Yeah, basically the cap goes off. It sets off such a wave that Detective Leon, you basically get 10 points of damage. You see those other 4 security guards kind of get thrusted from behind when it goes off, and that guy, as he's entering the room, you can tell they took a little bit of damage as it kind of thrust them forward, but they kind of stumble and keep in pursuit. As you see the guy that was holding it completely just gets slammed against the wall and down to the ground, just bleeding. He seems like he's unconscious or dead. You can't tell, but the whole doorway is kind of blown out and charred black. Everyone kind of screams. You hear all the alarms go on, and instantly, like, all the sprinklers go on, and there's like a halon gas thing that starts coming down, and like all these emergency things just start basically going on as everyone's screaming. And then you can see as the alarms go on, more security coming down from the end hallway down like casino level, and then over by the reservation desk and kind of where they had concierge and all that, like 2 more security guards come running out of one of those side rooms. Like basically there's a ton of security coming out into the lobby. Everyone's armed on high alert. There's 4 kind of heading out front.
Yeah, just dropping the taser and then pulling up the hoodie, blending into the panic crowd as people make a mad dash to the safety exits, which I'm also using as like a test for tomorrow.
Nice. Give me a stealth.
Yeah. So essentially, this is going to be what I hope is going to be for our group, kind of an instructional clusterfuck that will save lives on the big day. Essentially, this is going to be our DEP raid, which was an amphibious landing before D-Day where the Canadians ate a bag of dicks. That saved a lot of lives on D-Day. And 16 for stealth.
Nice. Yeah, as you kind of blend into the crowd, one of the security guards points at you and he's like, "Code Red, it's that motherfucker!" And you see 2 of the security kind of like charging towards you, Detective Leon, like pointed you out. They saw he did it. And as those 2 kind of go after you, the crowd's kind of just rushing, bunch going out, some heading towards the elevators. Like, it is a bit of chaos, but you can clearly see those 2 security coming right up behind you. The other 4 kind of making it out the door as the other one's kind of getting right back up onto Toymaker. Nox chilling, Ripper practicing. Toymaker, what are you doing?
We're running.
Yeah, you close some distance as you run. That guy gets right back up on you and tries to grapple you again. Give me your brawling.
Ready?
Okay.
Nice. Yeah,
he
goes to grapple you again, basically grabbing your shoulders. You kind of shove a shoulder off again, basically breaking free. And right then, you also can see those 4 guys making it out the front door and kind of trying to close the distance. They're kind of street side now, whereas you're street side but down a little ways. Wolfman, you got the car running. You basically went, whatever parking spots down or the side parking lot, hop in the vehicle, get it running. You can see Toymaker running down the street. You see 4 security guards coming out the door, kind of making their way to him, and 1 right up on him in the vehicle. You could probably get there by next round. Like, you could close the distance. Next round, you'd be up on him.
Yep, it's gonna floor it. I'm just gonna ring Toymaker up on the agent.
Your agent goes off, Toymaker.
What's up?
Like,
what's up, wizard?
Like, when you hear this, when you hear the Dixie horn jump,
get me the fuck out of line. I just shut my phone off and keep on sprinting. But, oh, wait a minute. I've got my phone. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it already exploded. Never mind.
Baby man.
Too much fun.
But yeah, so you do that, and you're kind of going to close the distance by next round. Back over to Nox and Ripper. Are you still practicing, still making notes, or what are you 2 doing?
Did I hear the explosion?
Oh yeah. And you hear the alarms going off and all that shit.
I just let out a sigh, and you know what? I call Ripper and say, "Hey, what are you up to?"
Oh my god. Practicing.
Practicing? What are you practicing?
Am I practicing? What else would I be practicing?
Well,
I gotta get ready for the game.
I think I need a new hobby. Want to show me some moves?
Can you skate?
I mean, I can dodge bullets. Can't be that hard, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course it can't be that hard. Yeah. No. Okay. You get some skates and I'll meet you around the corner. Okay. Just gotta do 1 more lap.
Sounds good.
Before Nox was a 40 on their first roller derby roll.
Yeah, and you could do that. You
hopefully there's a vendor that has skates.
It's funny, I was just going to say, like, look, maybe there's no vendors right on the classy strip of casinos and private security that have weapons, but you absolutely do find clothing and skates and shit like that. So I'll give you that. You find some skates, you're able to get one out of the vendor, out of a nearby vendor. But as you do that, and you meet up with Ripper to get your first lesson in roller derby and kind of kill some time and get away from the rest of the team. We'll go back over to Detective Leon. As you're running through the crowd, you see those 2 security like just closing the distance. One of them leaps and tries to tackle you. Give me your brawling.
Okay, time for our friend brawling.
It'll be a 17. Ooh, goes to the defender. You're lucky.
The fact that it has to do with the fact that the team hasn't communicated what's going on. So Nox's head's like, oh, it's just another explosion in New Vegas. It's a normal thing.
Right. Yeah. But no, goes to the defender. That security dives at you, tries to tackle you, and you kind of wedge out of it as the crowd's making a bit of chaos. Which direction are you going, Leon? There's people going towards the back where the elevators are in the open casino. There's people heading out the front door too.
Yeah, we're going with the crowd who's like basically the people heading like to the front door outside. And our whole goal is just to try and like melt into them and then just basically scatter into the streets after making it through the front door.
Nice, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, as that guy tries to tackle you and you make your way through, the second guy tries to tackle you as well.
Okay, all right.
Damn,
we're
going to
need another brawling just to make sure. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
20. So
yeah, again.
Do a little juke move.
Yeah, again, he dives at you and you're able to kind of get out of it a little bit and kind of try to blend into the crowd again. Give me your stealth.
All right, come on, give me that stealth.
What the hell?
Bok.
What was it?
It was just a 10, but who knows what they roll. And of course...
It's funny, I rolled a 17 for the third time in a row. It's crazy. But yeah, you basically try to wedge into the crowd, and those guys that like dove at you, they're like instantly getting right the fuck back up, and they're like pointing, he's trying to get away, and like yelling at you and pointing you out like they're on you. They can see you. But as you kind of try to get into the crowd, you're doing that. Yeah. What was that?
Well, then I guess I'm going to have to try and entice the crowd to move faster. I'd like to shoot one of these guys.
Yeah, you can do that next round.
Works for me?
Yeah. Or no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So this is what we're going to do is, because we're still in kissing distance, why don't we just go ahead and try and get one of these guys directly in his stupid face. I'll take that money for a called shot to the dome and see what I can do. Yeah. Okay, this might go off. That'll be a 26 for a shot to the face.
Nice. Yeah, that's a hit.
I love how it says right click for auto fire options. It's not that kind of weapon.
This was targeted?
This was a called shot to the head.
Nice.
Okay, hold on. Just give me 2 seconds because sometimes Fantasy Grounds does not like it when you roll head damage. So we're going to throw a bunch of dice out. Oh, could have been cooler than 6. So that's going to be 12 damage to the head.
Nice. Yeah, you take the shot. You can see him kind of like rock back. Probably did a little bit of damage, but these guys seem to be pretty armored up. Yeah, but yeah, you take that shot and continue on as the crowd kind of swarms these guys in pursuit. Back out the street side, you basically can see anybody that's out there or in the area. You can see those 4 guys closing the distance, still running behind, trying to catch up with Toymaker and the other security that's right on him. Toymaker, you still running? What are you doing?
I'm still running.
Yeah, you run. Guy closes the distance again, trying to grapple you.
Alrighty.
Hey.
Come on. There we go. 21.
Nice. Yeah, he tries to grapple you, and again, you're able to wedge out of it. Like, that's 3 times he's like just grabbing you, but in the chaos, he's just yelling and clawing at you as you're just wiggling out and trying to get away. There's other 4 closing the distance. Wolfman, you can see Toymaker going up. The guy getting closer. I mean, you're right up on him. You can easily ram now. The guy trying to tackle.
Yeah, mount the curbs, slam on the horn, the bam, 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 and just plow through the dudes in pursuit.
Nice. Yeah. What is damn. Is it evasion? Somebody remind me. Is it? I believe it's evasion, not athletics, to jump on the vehicle during that evasion versus a DV13. Is that what it is? I don't have the rule book in front of me. When someone tries to ram you, you can possibly jump on the vehicle. I believe that's a DV. Damn, we should check that. We should double check that because that's what I want Toymaker to do.
Yeah.
Let's double check that.
We need to do
Hold on.
It's Dex evasion plus D10.
Evasion?
Against Dex evasion standard DV of 13.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so give me that Toymaker as he goes. You hear the horn go off. You're trying to dodge it, basically. The other security guards, looking back as he hears the horn, he does the same thing.
19.
Nice. Yeah, both of you are able to kind of jump, and you can make a decision. The security guard turns and jumps on top of the vehicle, Wolfman. Toymaker, what are you doing? You jumping out of the way or jumping on the vehicle? You can have a choice.
I'm jumping on the vehicle.
Okay, yeah, you jump onto the vehicle with the security guard, both like holding onto it as Wolfman just kind of rams up onto the sidewalk and back down into the street, and people jumping out of the way and shit. Maybe takes out a data term on the way back out in the street. Cars are swerving and honking, like it's a bit chaotic. And yeah, as he does that,
Wolfman, scrape this particle off.
Yeah, and you see the 4 guys pursuing, and they all pull out guns and start shooting at the vehicle as it's driving. Does that ram? Hold on 1 second. Let me do all 4 real quick. Give me a second. Let me do a little math.
Always doing math.
I was about to say
it's like I'm a GM or something. It's weird, isn't it?
Right?
It's always scary when he starts crunching numbers.
Yeah. You basically hear all 4 shots hit the vehicle. None of them hit Toymaker, but they all hit the vehicle. Wolfman, hold on, let me do a little bit of damage. I don't know what your SP is on that, but hold on.
SP is 13.
Nice. Well, okay. Well, 9, 12. So first one doesn't do shit. 12, 1 point, yeah.
That's 12 is still under. The heavy chassis and the heavy
14?
chassis and armored chassis. 14 will do it. Yeah, 14 will do it damage.
Okay, and 10, yeah. So it sounds like 3 of them just kind of thud in. One of them maybe does a little bit of damage as they're just setting rounds off at you.
It gets a cool scar.
PWB says GM, general mathematics. I like that. I'll take it. But yeah, those shots basically go off, kind of thudding into the car. You see the other security, Leon, still pursuing you, looking after. Knox is out practicing with Ripper as the alarms and chaos are going on. And this is where we'll take our 5-minute bio break. Don't anyone go anywhere. I'm leaving the mics hot. We will be right back.
God, what the hell happened?
Chaos.
We didn't expect that there was going to be a crit fail on the important check of inconspicuously leaving a package in a garbage can while also looking like jacked S&M Mr. Ed. But
like put the casino on lockdown because.
Well, fortunately, this is only happening in front of the Bellagio, so it'll impact their operations. And
yeah, but I mean, it's an explosive where a lot of money goes off, and there's an event that we're going to be playing. So I'm kind of worried. Tomorrow might just be that much more harder.
We'll see what. Yeah, well, we'll have to find out what goes on. It just might mean that instead of several smaller bombs, we just might have to set off one larger bomb outside.
Good point.
Yeah, it just means instead of doing like a little bit of instead of like 4 individual Bart Simpsons, it'll just have to be one collective Timothy McVeigh.
Figure it out, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, 1d6 players are worthy sacrifices to Spawn Smith's bloodlust for your characters.
Oh, I know who I'm sacrificing.
I can't believe there's not a single fucking vent of explosives out here.
Wonder why.
Not a single one. Well, we found out why.
Yeah. That, just hashtag, not, only just Night City things. The tourist mecca might not want people to be able to get that much bang bang, whereas Night City, you kind of need to have a vending machine that sells explosives.
Yeah, just remember, I'm susceptible to peer pressure,
Who is pressuring you?
Leon?
That was your first mistake.
Bees in a pod.
I'm like your
bees in a pod.
I'm like your bad kid in the Dare video.
Yeah, I just dropped $1,000 on this shit. Now I gotta go drop another 1,000. Leon may have fucking sacrificed himself again. I hope not.
I think I can outrun these guys. And you know, it was worthwhile to try and set off a brick of it was worthwhile to try and set off a brick of C6 with a stun gun. At the very least, that guy learned a lesson in that if you want to keep your hands, don't pay too much attention at work. Because there's no way that guy has a hand left.
I know what I'm gonna do now. Yay.
Is it going to be some crazy bullshit?
It will be crazy bullshit.
Man, I've been trying to find a new septum ring to buy, but I can never find it in the color or size that I need. And I found the perfect design, but I can't get it.
What?
Like, is it a case of you just can't have it shipped or locally acquired?
No. So the standard septum size is 16G. I accidentally stretched mine to 14 because I couldn't remember what size it was.
Okay.
When it was still healing, it was 2 months in, and I lost the end to the ring, so I had to buy a new one, and I was stretching it. It was the most painful experience. So I can never find 14G, I can only find 16G, and I found the perfect design, 16G, but it only comes in silver and gold, and I'm too pale for silver or gold. I wish they don't have any other darker colors. It should not be this difficult. I've had the same one for 4 years now.
I have a utility tomahawk.
That bad boy.
I have a utility tomahawk. I know what I'm gonna do.
Sweet.
A BB gun.
Actually, this one, it's a 22 that I've just unearthed and I'm trying to get ready. Chris, my wife's cousin's kid turned 13, and it's just you're an angry teenage girl, let's take you out shooting.
Oh my god, I think I found one. It's on sale.
Sweet.
Do my size.
Everybody in chat, do a Hail Satan for Shig. It'll be in her size.
They think they have every other size except the one I need. I mean, I could stretch it to 12G, but it's in green. Look at that.
Damn it.
I'm gonna
it's the right shape that I need.
I'm gonna assume that stretching is a one-way kind of deal.
Oh yeah, it is. And now that it's all healed, it'll go a lot smoother than last time.
So, we have 3 blocks of C4. Yeah, I guess let's maximize the amount of damage on that and the output. Maybe, why not put them all on the van that's been tidied up, cleaned up, that looks like a service van instead of a regular van?
Yeah,
and then just have that explode on the inside.
That works perfectly, because it has, it just has that perfect, conspicuous look. You can park a van or an SUV anywhere, as long as it's painted in a neutral color, has a serial number on the back in flat Helvetica, and maybe a couple lines of safety reflection.
There we go. There.
I did also get a new stream cam.
Swag.
I'm now in 4K.
Hey,
Ooh.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, who's ready to die?
Leon is.
Well,
Everyone votes for Leon.
Hey, we agree on something
yeah.
for once?
We do.
No way.
I mean, you build that epic cocained out super cop, and you're just waiting for the fall. Meanwhile, the entire time everybody's just looking like like Jesse in the back of the car, like he can't keep getting away with it.
Feels like an episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, with especially the wild card episode.
Somewhere between Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Max Payne 3.
Oh no, there's not enough alcohol for it to be Max Payne 3. Not enough narrative.
I beg your
Self
pardon.
narration.
Yeah.
It's
The fun
the
thing is, can I perform a knockout punch whilst clinging to the hood of a speeding car?
No.
and it's either you do that, or I'm
But,
gonna use my fucking combat jaw.
Here we go.
I
We're
mean,
coming
if
back.
anything, that is the perfect time.
We are officially back. Everyone can see us. They could already hear us, but yeah, now they can see us. We're back. Yeah, so let's go to Fantasy Grounds. And everybody hit initiative. Let's put an exact order back now that we're diving back in. We kind of went on actions from the role play, and I just kept going with it. But let's put an initiative order on it as we continue.
Okay. Hoping that 16 helps
Jeez.
us.
A 1.
Double ouch.
It's a dramatically appropriate initiative because you're having fun. You're doing the real. You're teaching your murder friend how to skate.
Yeah.
I think I got a -1, so it was not bad.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, the chaos is taking effect. As I said, Wolfman kind of plows in. Both security and toy maker dive onto the vehicle as everyone's kind of clearing a sidewalk in the street and screaming, cars swerving. As Wolfman's pulling back out into the street. Leon trying to make his way out the front door. 2 security right behind him. The other 4 running down the street, taking shots off at Wolfman's car kind of up ahead. And Knox and Ripper off riding around on rollerblades, going around the block, just practicing, having a good time. Toy maker.
Even get the fucking combat plow in. God.
Yes.
Combat. Yeah, toy maker, your turn. What are you doing? You're clinging to the top of the car as Wolfman's hauling ass, swerving in between cars and just trying to get away from the Bellagio. You and the security guard gripping on.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
You're like that
we
that
are-
dumpster fire. Like everything's fine.
Everything is fine. Yeah. You know what? Let's attack the individual with a utility tomahawk.
Is that one-handed?
It is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you take
18.
that swing. 18. Hold on, let me do it.
From the man
Yeah,
who
he
does not
dodges
want to
it,
get tomahawk.
Yeah, you take a swing. He's holding on. He kind of dodges. He's like, yo, fuck you. Give me your athletics. Let's see if you can maintain holding onto the vehicle.
Fuck me? No, fuck you.
Fuck you, buddy.
Evasion.
Ooh, that was very
you said?
Canadian.
Or athletics.
Yeah, athletics. Let's see if you can,
Athletic. Yeah.
maintain.
15.
Nice. Yeah, you're still holding onto the vehicle as Wolfman's going. As you're kind of doing that, swerving and shit, take the swing, he dodges. Detective Leon, over to you.
Okay then, so the main focus is just getting distance between me and these guys. So just gotta keep if there's enough people, try and melt into them. And if the crowd's starting to break, then it's time to, put my Chevrolet into 5th gear and get moving.
Yeah, there's definitely a thick crowd. Full casino is emptying out into the street. You have another chance to kind of do some running. Give me another stealth. Let's see if you're able to blend into the crowd.
All right, you know what? We're gonna spend our luck on this because we're gonna drop 4 luck into this bad boy because it matters. There's stakes, and I keep telling myself that I'm not gonna keep hoarding things that meant to be used after a lifelong after just like 20 years of regret, because I beat Resident Evil 2 with 30 fucking grenades. Never used. Stealth. Come on, give me that stealth. There we go. All right, that's going to be a nice 21 thanks to the last 4 luck.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the luck, man, they would have seen you because I had an 18 with them collectively kind of scoping you out. But you kind of wedge into the crowd. You take that shot and you feel like you're blending into the crowd. You've kind of made your way in. It's thick. People are kind of pouring out into the street, but you kind of blend in with that. Wolfman, over to you, hauling ass, driving down the street. There's cars coming and going. The first thing I'm going to ask for is a land vehicle check there to make sure you're not, hitting other cars or things as you're swerving down the street.
Yep. Let's see. That's
just like my daddy said. You might outrun me, but you'll never outrun my radio.
It's a drive land vehicle. There we go. Oh god! Oh fuck yeah! I'm a fucking god. 39.
Nice, yeah. You're weaving
car.
in and out, dodging cars, dodging people, you're on point. The adrenaline's running, and you're driving sharp, man. But what are you doing aside from that?
So as I said, this thing is, I cut down, my convertible, as they're, fucking kung fuing on top. Wolfman and his ways just extend to full height. Deploy one grip foot just to hold on to the wheel, and he's gonna launch this combat jaw at this guy's head.
Nice. Yeah, go for it. You can lean out and
the combat. Let's see, combat jaw is that sprawling? I believe it's melee weapon. Melee weapon. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Is it? Yes. Yeah, it's like Wolver's in that sense, and I can make 2 attacks. All right. Melee weapon 1.
First one's a hit. Give me the
2
damage.
melee weapon. Alrighty. And that's a second one.
Yeah, the second one's a miss actually.
Damn.
Yeah, first one's a hit.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Cyberware. That is
46.
46. Yeah, I'm just gonna. That's go. Not bad. Did not. Oh, it didn't even roll them. How?
You didn't make it in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
roll 4
get in that window.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
15.
That's not too shabby.
Nice. Yeah, you take a big chunk out of him, knowing that that's melee too. What gets through is doubled. But yeah, big chunk. The guy kind of screams out. You can see blood just instantly soaking into his armor and shit. You took a big chunk out of him.
And yeah, that's that. With the big grip foot, I've still got my, hand on the wheel, so I can still drive.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you're tearing down the road over to Ripper, practicing, making your way around, kind of practicing with Knox. You heard the explosion in the background. Again, no one's communicating like Knox pointed out. You guys are just practicing. But yeah, what's Ripper and Knox doing? You've kind of made your way around the block by now. I would say you're probably coming back around to the Bellagio as you see everyone pouring out front. You can clearly see like Detective Leon kind of like in the crowd, like trying to keep low and running with the crowd. You can tell he's like tucked in, like trying to hide and shit. You see a bunch of security scattering and pouring out of the building too. Yeah, you see, I would even say that you see Wolfman tearing down the road, like he's like a block down the road just going as cars are honking and shit. Like it's a bit chaotic over here. But what are you two doing?
Okay, well that's not my problem.
It's true.
I look at Ripper, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. We had a plan.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't really know what the plan was in general, so it's fine. We'll figure shit out. Okay, have you ever put skates on?
Well, there was one time when I was, running away from an automated killbot. and he ended up murdering half of my squad, and I skated on blood. Does that count?
It does, I would say.
Okay, well, that was depressing. No. So, okay, God, this is gonna. Why me? Okay. Try. Can you at least put the skates on? Are you able to do that step?
Yeah, that's easy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, put them on.
Kick off my boots and throw on the skates. And what do you want me to roll for something here? I mean,
stand up.
Docs is pretty
roll
chill.
to stand up.
I was gonna say you can do an athletics just to see how good you're skating and learning from Ripper. Unless you have a different skill in mind.
It's Ripper teaching me, so.
Yeah. Oh no. Knox, you hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's Ripper teaching me.
Knox, you end up hurting yourself. It's like a critical.
Yeah, but that makes it a better training moment.
It does.
Oh god.
How much damage am I taking at 1d6 or?
No, just 1 point of damage. We'll say, just one.
Just 1 point. Okay.
Direct to HP, direct to your ego.
A little bit of road rash, and you lose so much face.
Yep. Lose 1 rep. Somebody saw you take a picture.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, you do that, and at the same time, that other security guard, going back over, the security guard holding on to the car. You see him just like pop out some wolvers and take a couple of jabs at you, Toymaker. And the only reason I'm not doing negatives for holding onto the car is because both of you are, so it just kind of cancels out each other. So Toymaker, give me your evasion.
It does. Makes sense. Yep.
I just wanted to explain that in case anyone was watching and wondering if I was, in my mind, considering modifications. And I am, but they cancel each other out.
We see. First one is 21.
Yep, you dodged the first one. You take another swing. Ooh.
Second one is get bent.
Damn, I thought I did good, but yeah, you missed the second one too. I rolled like a 23, but yeah, you dodged the second one as he just kind of racks into the car. Now give me your athletics. Yeah, and the guy just takes a swing. He's still holding on to the car.
I am.
As you go sliding off of the car and tumble onto the road and almost get run over by a car going by as it honks, and you tumble. And give me a 1d6. You take 5 points of damage direct to your HP as you tumble off of the car onto the street.
Get over there.
Yeah, and just as you do that, Leon, you can hear those security guards like behind you, like in the crowd. And as you're running in the crowd, you even see one of the security guards like running past you, like, "What the fuck? Where'd he go?" And kind of like going off into the crowd. Another one looking in the other direction. Like you completely lost them, Leon, like with that stealth and shit as they go through. But yeah, you're blending with the crowd. And those other 4 guys are also kind of like looking out front. You can see they kind of turned back around like as the crowd's dispersing. Those 4 that took shots at Wolfman's car, which is now a couple blocks down the road, all kind of like turn around. They're on their radios talking, and they're going back into the Bellagio, like cutting in between the crowd, like trying to get back inside. You can see some smoke billowing out the Bellagio as the damage and the fire and things kind of settle from the explosion. You can kind of assume that. But yeah, all that shit goes down as security is kind of dealing with it. Back over to you, Toymaker, as you tumble onto the ground and take that damage. What are you doing?
Oh man, that sucked. Just a second, I gotta see if I can do this real quick. That requires martial arts. So where did my damn character sheet go? Oh, there it is. Okay. We are going to use martial arts. Any one of them will do. Okay, pop back up on my feet. Did any of the cars stop?
Yeah, I mean, you tumbled off of the road, like to the gutter, like the edge of the sidewalk anyways, luckily dodging some vehicles.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you can, we'll say that you can easily like jump up and get from prone. I'll give that as kind of a free action for that awesome roll. But yeah, what do you want to do?
We're going to get up, take the first dark alley I can find, and contact Bro, let him know I'm off the car. He probably already knows, but just in case. Tell him to execute Plan Delta, which is basically get your ass back here so we can Delta. And I'm just basically going to give him my route down this alley.
Yeah, you can do
so
that,
he can make his way back.
Yeah, you dip into an alley.
And I'm just going to...
Yep. What was that?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm going to keep moving. I'm not just stopping. I'm going to keep on moving.
Okay, yeah, you cut through.
Basically.
You can keep cutting back through the alley. And kind of, which direction are you going? Are you heading back towards the Bellagio, heading away from the Bellagio, heading towards the combat zone, staying on the strip? Like, you're in the alley, and, you know, you can cut through to the next street,
yeah, I'm
or
going to
go
head
either
towards
way.
the combat zone. If the combat zone is the best delta, that's the direction I'm going.
Yeah, you could do that. You can go down an alley and cut through the strip, go down an alley, start making your way to cut through the off strip, and then make your way into the combat zone. It'll take a few rounds, obviously, but you can start heading in that direction at least. But yeah, you start cutting through alleys and making your way through. You can hear chaos in the distance, like, you know, people screaming and shit. You hear sirens in the distance kind of approaching and shit. Detective Leon, over to you. You're kind of hidden in the crowd at the moment. You can see the security kind of like looking for you, like going in and out of the crowd, but they're like they clearly don't see you. You stealthed your way into the mix. What do you want to do?
Basically, it's just following, making distance, following, making distance. As I get off strip, I basically build myself a new tourist gray man outfit as the ball cap goes into a bin, the shirt goes into a bin, the hoodie goes to a hobo.
I like it. Yeah, you do that.
Like we walk into a block and we come out looking like a whole different new tourist, and then it's just making my way back to the hotel room for sleep and for adjusted planning.
Yeah, you strip down the gear kind of down to your under t-shirt and basic clothes, you know, removing the look, you know, the colors and clothing that you were wearing earlier. And turn around and start cutting your way back towards the hotel as you see like the crowd dispersing and security kind of like going all through it, and just the chaos that's going on. Wolfman, over to you. You're hauling ass down the road. The first thing I'm going to ask is that land vehicle. Let's see if you can keep controlling it through the swerving and chaos.
Yeah. In light of that, the dude on my hood, is he just like?
Yeah, he's holding on. Yeah. He just swiped it at Toy Maker as he tumbled off, and he's grabbed back and he's looking right at you like you're probably going to be the next target. You can kind of get that feeling.
Excellent. So before I roll contextualizing, I want to drop back down and brake check him off my car, and just try and run, like, as he's tumbling, hit him with the plow again.
Nice. Yeah, hit the brake. Give me that control land vehicle first, though.
Yeah, I don't know if that would have increased the difficulty or not. That's land
vehicle.
Vehicle.
First I'm just doing a generic land vehicle to check your swerving and control during the chaos, and then we'll do your move. This will just be easy. You're in
easily
control.
tools with 21. Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing good. I was just looking for a DV15, but now you slam the brakes. Let's see if dude can hold on. Why don't you give me? Let's do a little different. Give me your land vehicle again, and we'll do a little contested with this guy's athletics to see if he can continue his grip versus your slamming of the brakes and control.
I like it. All right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I crit success fine. Oh, but I didn't get that much of an addition. Yeah.
As a rank 6. Yeah, as a rank 6 nomad, I've got a base 19 in drive land vehicle.
Yeah, well, I got a crit success, but then I ended up adding 2 to it, so it wasn't that impressive for me. But you slam the brakes as the guy instantly loses grip. You see his eyes go wide as he tumbles backwards, like into the street, basically. Give me a 1d6 too, Wolfman.
Yeah.
I just want to see how much damage.
I do a what?
1d6. I want to see how much damage this guy got. Just doing a little homebrew. Nice.
6?
Yeah. You can tell he took a decent amount of damage straight to HP as he tumbles down, kind of gets up on one knee and looks at you and starts like reaching for his weapon.
Just put it into drive, slam the little fun pedal on the sides, get a little like nitrous oomph. I want to just maximum combat move of this thing into him as he's recovering.
Nice, yeah. We'll see how that goes when we get back to your next round. Ripper, back over to you, practicing. You guys are now pretty much made your way all the way around the block. You're out front of the Bellagio. If both of you, in the mix of practicing and chatting with each other, for the hell of it, both give me a perception.
Perception.
Let me find it. There it is. Whee.
Nice.
17 for me.
Yeah, as you guys are making it through, you get back kind of passing the Bellagio again. You see the crowd dispersing. You see security kind of spread out on edge. You know, some of them holding rifles, some with pistols. They're like looking around. They're talking to each other. Whether they're looking for someone or securing the area, you can tell it's pretty chaotic. Through that mix, you can clearly see Leon kind of cutting through the crowd. You see that he's just kind of down to his basic t-shirt, no longer wearing a cap and shit. Looks a little bit different, you know. Making his way back into the Bellagio. But you guys are out front, you know, kind of passing it, practicing and shit, and that's what you see. What are you two doing?
You want to go get Codex and get fucked up?
Yeah. Do you want to change out those spates, or do you think you can stand? If you can stand, I can push you.
That sounds like fun.
Okay, well, not for me. I'll go call Codex. You try to get balance, because that is the most basic thing, and you absolutely failed at it.
Gravity 1.
And then I try to stand back up. Would you like for me to do another athletics?
I would love to see it.
No, you're fine. I mean, you can give it to me if you want. I'd give it to you, but if you want it for fun, see how it goes. It's up to you. Player's choice.
Player's choice. You know, since I feel like all the drama has been happening over there with the other three, you know, I think it'd be nice to have some non-drama happening over here. So yeah,
that's what I was thinking. You know,
I'll forego the role.
Yeah.
That is pretty great. That like in our neck of the woods, it's just like chaos, explosions, heavy metal music, and then meanwhile, like down the block, we turn the corner. It's the two of you, and it's just like, you know,
The Sisters of Silence versus the Chaos Marines.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, like Xanadu by Olivia Newton-John's blasting right now. You know, everybody's having a good time.
Yeah.
The duality of like Nick Gordon's Doom soundtrack on one frame and like Totoro on synth on the other.
Nice, but yeah, you get up. Ripper's able to kind of push you over to Codex's bar. Yeah, Codex there. It's still nighttime. She's kind of running. She's like, "Oh, what's up? I thought you guys were calling it a night and getting rest for tomorrow."
Yeah, so we thought. God, I don't even know, honestly. There's a whole commotion. The others, like, fuck shit up, per usual. I would be very surprised to see at least one of them alive tomorrow.
Okay, is the plan still on, or what the fuck? What are you talking about?
Plan's still on. I have faith in two of them.
Okay.
Maybe one.
But Codex, listen, how about we just get really fucked up tonight and make this our last night on Earth?
Okay, I'm hoping it's not, but I'm down with the fucked up part. She's already making drinks, like before you finished your sentence. Slides them over. Yeah, so, honestly...
I was gonna sound weird, but do you have any...
Any what?
Do you have any black lace?
Ooh, no, not personally. I can source some, but you sure?
On
Second
skates.
thought, cocaine maybe?
I mean, yeah. She pulls some out. She's got some synth coke.
Ripper.
I don't like the way you're looking at me here.
Come on, Ripper. Give it a go. Look at Leon. He's still alive.
Yeah, it's no time to celebrate.
Oh my god.
It just rim the glass in it. It's called the pink fuck. It'll be fine.
Just speedballing blue glass and shit. Oh my god.
Look, okay, I got a game to win. But
Yeah, there's a rapid detox, you know?
I mean, Codex leans in. She's like, I mean, if you do get it, you get a little boost on your reflexes that way. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a drug pusher or anything, Ripper, but it could help.
Drugs good, okay.
Okay.
But you could get addicted.
Just a little bit. Just no.
Just do a
No,
little bit.
I
You won't get addicted.
I haven't
You'll be
gotten
fine.
addicted to anything.
Yeah, just a little bit of cocaine. What's the worst that can happen? Just a little bit.
Just get a little high, that's all.
A bit of cocaine.
Okay,
Come on, Ripper. What are you doing?
Oh,
Join.
I don't
Yeah.
have
Come on, Ripper.
any levels in it. Okay, I'm gonna
Do it. Do it.
You know,
I'm gonna use all of my luck into this.
I mean,
So
if-
it's gonna.
I don't think I've ever
It's gonna be
seen a
a
player use all their luck for their character just for some synth coke. That's funny. I like it.
I
Let's do
know,
it.
right? It's,
Okay, so 15.
No, hey, it goes to the defender.
Oh.
It should always go to the
and
defender.
technically you're defending against the cocaine, so yeah.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah. You hit the
Good
bump
news.
and like you're like
Barely.
borderline addicted. Yeah, you're like you just made it out of it. You know.
This is incredible. I think I can catch that dragon, guys.
You gotta catch me! You gotta catch me! we all communed with the orange cat brain cell. That was awesome. But I think that makes Wolfman the only person in the crew who hasn't partaken in hard drugs.
And yet the one that acts like it the most is it's so weird. It's like
Listen, that's a TBI. The traumatic brain injury is a different kind of high.
that's true. That's true.
I told you, he took my car.
He's one of those high on life guys.
I mean, you
Yeah,
know,
he
we
took-
didn't reckon that like the werewolf twink was going to be a straight edge, but who knew?
No,
Yeah.
he operates off of like you know Rob Zombie Dragula energy, and that's that's just playing on loop, like a really like kind of like heat warped vinyl in the back of his head. Speaking of,
But yeah, you enjoy that. You're having a good time, and you're kind of partying with Codex while you're just kind of forgetting the rest of the night. And back over to Wolfman as you slam those brakes, and that guy tumbles, gets back up onto a knee. You see he took damage as he pulls out a pistol, takes a shot off at you. Yeah.
yeah, I've got the whatchamacallit, the bulletproof glass is still there on my windshield, so I'm just
Nice.
gonna sit behind that.
So you don't even want to try to dodge. You just want to sit there.
Guys, if the bulletproof glass is there, if he busts through the glass with his first shot, then I'll evade. But
Okay.
yeah, until there's plexiglass in my mouth, I'm not gonna sweat it.
Okay. Yeah, he takes the shot. 16.
And that would apply to cover HP. All right, so that breaks the windshield.
What's the SP of your bulletproof glass? Is that 15 or what is it?
I believe that's cover HP because the bulletproof glass can ablate and break. So like the bulletproof glass functions like shields do, like combat shields.
Right.
So that's 15, and then armor SP for like the body is 13. So now
okay.
that the windshield's broken, yeah.
Yeah. Well, once it's the windshield, there's no body of the car left, right? I mean, it's just the bulletproof glass is what
Correct.
he's shooting through. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it absolutely destroys it. It shatters. What the other security guards are just kind of still looking for, you can tell they're like looking for you, Leon, like kind of cutting through the crowd as you're going through. I'm just running through the security guards, it's their turns, but they're just kind of like looking out aside from the one that's in front of Wolfman. So Wolfman, well, let's go Toymaker first. Yeah, you're cutting through the alleys, still making your way to the combat zone. You're probably about one round away from popping out on the other side of the off-strip street, and then you'll be pretty much in the combat zone or on the edge of the combat zone. You just keep hauling ass that direction. Okay, cool, yeah, heading away. Detective Leon, you're now making your way into the lobby of the Bellagio. As you make your way in the lobby, the first thing you notice is like it is fucking cleared out, like everyone is kind of poured out into the street in a panic. You can see some of the employees off to the side talking to security. You can see some NCPD in there, and they're like roping off the area where the dude got blasted into the wall and the door's all charred. You can see them talking with like a net runner off in the security booth. Concierge, it's just basically all the employees, and they're in a bit of a panic and securing and checking everything out. Give me your stealth, and you got a +2 on that because of the look. What was that?
Just walk to the elevator like you know what you're doing. You're supposed to be there, going up to my room.
Yep.
There he is. Oh no! Okay, it's an 8, so it could have been. All right, we'll see how tragic it is in about a second here.
Yeah, as you're making your way over to the elevator and you're kind of cutting through the lobby, you hear like from the side like, "Yo, that guy!" And like you look over and you can see over where like the net runner is with concierge in the security booth and stuff, like pointing over like that at you as security kind of like makes eyes, and you see like a few of the security guards start like bolting towards you as you're kind of like making your way to the elevator. What do you want to do?
Well, shit, all right. Back pocket, AP grenade, run to the back fire exit. I guess I'm not staying in the hotel anymore.
Nice. You start trying to pick up your speed as you get your hand, as you see these on the grenade, as you see security following after. Wolfman, over to you. That guy just took a shot, destroying the windshield. You're revving up, getting ready to full blast slam on that gas. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm slamming on that gas.
Go for it.
Ram into him. Do you want me to? It's to be the same evasion rolls before. Or do you want me to do the drive vehicle and have him try and beat that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, do that.
Alrighty. Hopefully, get something. 21.
Nice. That's a hit. Give me the damage.
Alrighty, this is gonna. Oh, that's 66. Let's fucking go.
66. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Juicy.
All right, let me do some math.
Puncture his spleen.
It's a foreign object, so
did that add the 5 in?
Cloud stuck in him.
I see. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, 29. 29 total.
Yeah,
it added the 5.
Yeah.
FG adds it. All right, let me do a little math here real quick. Give me 1 second.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And what was the critical damage?
The fucking like
foreign object.
object.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you pretty much mashed this guy into the ground. I mean, you ram him, and he kind of like tumbles under the plow a little bit, and his lower body's kind of caught under it. You can clearly like feel a little bit of that drag as you're kind of going. He's just screaming out, grabbing the top of the windshield as he clearly like goes under. And like in the back, you can just see like pieces of him kicking up on the tires and spraying out. Completely mangled this dude to death.
This is being just kind of wood chipper like fed in, just kind of go dismount off the sidewalk, and just kind of angle onto the curb, so he just kind of turn him into some nice juicy axle grease before I fuck off and go do combat plan Delta.
Nice. Yeah, that dude's mush as you drive off. You do hear sirens in the distance, but nothing immediately on you, and it sounds like they're coming from behind, kind of Bellagio direction. But there are some cars honking at you and some people on the sidelines screaming as you're kind of like driving off, like people did see that shit, and you are on the main strip. But yeah, you tear off.
Zooming out, going.
I like that. Hit the horn. But Ripper and Knox chilling at the bar. Codex is serving up the drinks, catching a hefty buzz. But you're also feeling the buzz off that synth coke. Don't forget, you got that +2 on the skills there from the synth coke. But you're feeling good. Things are moving fast. Let's just say Ripper, Knox, and Codex are like having conversations about shit at like fucking 10 times the speed of everyone else's conversation around you. But what are y'all doing?
Oh, like you do when you're on the cocaine.
Codex, near action.
Did I ever tell you how much I think you're awesome, and I'm so glad that you're in our life?
The cocaine is talking.
No, what about you? What about you, Ripper? I mean, aren't you glad Codex is in our life?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to Ripper. I'm sorry. No, Codex just ignoring you.
Wow.
No,
yeah,
Codec's like,
cool.
I appreciate that. No, I'm glad I met you guys. Like I said, this Edge Runner shit, I missed it. You know, I don't get me wrong, I love running the joint, but like, yeah, it's taking me back.
You know, it's really crazy that none of this would ever happen if Stina didn't die.
Who's Stina?
Kind of
She was my cousin, and then that stupid-ass detective killed her, along with the other two who just kind of, like, gave up. I don't know, this one is the only one that actually kind of cared about my cousin.
So, you're on a team with people that killed your cousin? What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, you know, it wasn't on purpose. So there it was, you know, I found where they lived, you know, I came over, you know, I was like, what the hell happened to my cousin? Like, who the fuck killed her? And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I'm drinking a beer on the couch, and then, like, this whole box thing shows up, there's chains everywhere, and then we're getting attacked by this pinhead guy, and, like, these creepy little crawlers, and then tried to escape, we all died, and then I was like, wait a minute, no, I can't die, this isn't how I end, this is not my future, and then I realized, fuck, we're in a brain dance, and then I was able to get out.
Holy
and
shit.
we tried to get out, and the whole thing came crumbling down, and then there we are, lost in the desert, and this AV comes flying in, and, you know, we played dead, you know, even though I was kind of like taking a nap, I just played dead, because I did not want to get up and help them. Ended up throwing a grenade at Leon, and it was like one of the best experiences of my life, and then we hijacked the AV, and then flew right towards here, because we had this one guy with us, you know, this little pussy-ass fucker who's also in the brain dance. Apparently, he had a silver leg, not anymore, a little fucker. We brought him back here, like it was the closest place to us, and then we got some money from him, and then we were driving, and then, I don't know, the rest is a blur.
Oh my god, that sounds absolutely insane.
Is that running?
Yeah, you could tell.
So it
she's
wasn't my
taken
choice
back.
to be with them.
Okay, well, I guess stick with them till we get paid, right?
That's the plan.
And then I look at Codex, can I get a shot so I can pour one out for Stina? Kind of miss the big old Russian bitch.
Of course. She hands you a shot. Yeah, and you guys
This one's for you,
reminisce.
Stina.
Yeah, you reminisce. You kind of go over past plans. You kind of go over stories with Stina and just have a good time catching a buzz and shit like that. As we get back over to the team, you can basically see those security guards chasing after you, Detective Leon. Yeah, the Netrunner is yelling, pointing you out. The other two security guards go running after you. There's like 4 or 5 of them at the front door, and they're kind of like taking notice as you're like back by the elevator running with the 2 that were by the concierge that they're like closer to you, running right up on you. But the other 4 definitely notice, like they're like looking like, what the fuck? Yeah, those 2 like close the distance and try to grapple you up. And give me your ball.
Okay, all right. So haven't had time to whip the grenade at him just yet. That's fine.
Well, you
Rolling!
can. Yeah, you'll have it, but it'll have to be on your turn. This is the security guys' turns right now.
Okay, so first brawling attempt. Okay, apparently we do some ninja shit for the 52.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, you basically dodge it, and as they try to grab onto you and close the distance, and you know. Yeah, they do that. That's the security team move or whatever. Toymaker, over to you. You close the distance to the combat zone, kind of cutting through the off-strip street, cutting through the alleyways. You're kind of on the edge of the combat zone. A clear difference in atmosphere as you get out over there. Things are moving a little bit darker and slower over here. There's not a lot of flashing neon lights or casinos or shops, just like typical shit combat zone stuff. Bodegas, rundown apartments, buildings, like, you know, just a little bit of chaos going on over here, but you feel a lot safer here in a sense that, like, you know, you're amongst criminals and fellow edge runners and shit, and you're not really worried too much about PD and security coming down this way, but you made it out there. What are you doing?
First thing I'm gonna do is find me a nice, quiet, dark place. Slip in, get my fucking kit on, make sure I'm loaded up and tactically ready. Zip up it, zip my bag up, put it over my shoulders, and walk out like I own the place.
Nice. Yeah,
And just start making my way back. I'm going to start making my way to the Ripper Doc we used before. I believe he was in the combat zone, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I have to check the notes. Yeah, I think so.
No, wait a minute.
He might have been off strip.
Off strip, I think. Never mind.
Donnie's Ripper Doc Donnie's. Yeah, I think he was a little off strip, but yeah, you can kind of make your way back off strip now that you kind of got to the combat zone, or you can wait for Wolfman. What do you want to do? You got options.
I'm gonna wait for Wolfman. I'm gonna go to whatever the nearest dive bar is. Go on in there, take a seat, and just wait for him to show up.
Yeah, easily. You make your way in.
Let him know where I'm at.
Yeah, it's pretty much a dive bar in every fucking block in the combat zone. You find one. Make your way in. You can deduct a few eddies and grab yourself a smash or something as you just post up at the bar. Everyone's kind of keeping to themselves in here. But yeah, over to Detective Leon. You're up, man. These guys tried to grab you. And just so you know, what you're seeing in the lobby where you're at is like, yeah, you have the elevators here. To the right kind of goes into the open casino. To the side of the elevators, there's a hallway that kind of goes back to the big open foyer where the pool is and all like seating and pool and cabanas that is kind of like on the inside of the hotel that kind of wraps around all the rooms and shit. Down there, there's doors and stuff. Like, you don't know, you've never been back there, but like you have the elevator, you have a hallway going back out of the pool area, there's doors and shit, in the hall going down, and then off to the casino side, and then two security like right behind you, like grabbing at your back and shit, but you're dodging them. But what are you doing? What do you want to do?
Okay, so as part of my cool dodge ninja move, so it's like, get the guy, create distance, pull the pin on the grenade. As part of the juke move, just leave the grenade on him. He tries to grab me, instead he's holding on to a grenade. With a 17 on the throw-ish objects. Peeling,
Nice.
and then just start peeling ass towards the door I came out from, because it's the door I know is the way out.
Okay, so you want to turn around and go back towards the front?
Yeah, it's just like it's the closest way that I know is the way out, and just gonna see if I can hopefully just avoid the grenade when it goes off.
Okay, keep in mind by the front door is like the 4 more security guards and then the concierge netrunner and guard, You're gonna head back towards the other security guards that noticed you, that I mentioned earlier?
Taking a second then. Nope, break off towards the pool. Maybe the pool will have a way out.
Okay, yeah. Give me the damage on the grenade as you drop it down, because, he was not able to dodge that.
Okay, so a nice 25 damage.
Nice. Hold on one second.
Despite the plan going to shit, good job for staying alive, guys.
So far. Let's just say, so far.
Unscathed.
Nice. Yeah, that grenade goes off. You can tell those 2 security guards right there, take some damage. You kind of blast them back, but they're still on their feet. Like, it fucking goes off, and they kind of like tumble like towards you. But give me your stealth to see if you can avoid the damage, since you're kind of dropping it on them right behind you and shit as you're, moving on towards the pool.
Stealth or evasion?
What's that?
Would it be stealth or evasion?
Evasion. Yeah, give me evasion.
All right, so apparently,
nice.
God protects babies and stupid people. 37. So we got a 37.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you dodge that grenade, as you kind of like toss it back onto him and, place it on, hitting those 2 guys as you kind of cut through and make your way down the hall towards the pool. Give me your perception on your way down the hallway too. This will be on a -2 due to the chaos, but yeah.
Okay, that'll be 16. 18, 16.
Nice. Yeah, you as you're making your way down the hallway, basically like you're passing doors and like you see like bathrooms, and then like you think you saw like a storage closet. You can see like a stair. It says stairwell, which is kind of like on the side of the elevator, and then you see where it opens up into like the pool area where like the hotel wraps around it. Because you can see cabanas and pools and stuff. But that's what you see as you're kind of making your way down the hallway, so you can kind of think about what you want to do when we get back to your next round. But Wolfman, over to you to streamline. You make your way all the way to the combat zone. Toymaker kind of gives you the location and shit of the bar he's at. You pull up to basically pick up Toymaker, meet up with him. What are you two doing? What are you doing, Wolfman? Or actually, you know what? Pull up and role play that shit after what Toymaker did. I want to see how would Wolfman react to all this as you pull up.
So it'll pull up to like the curb corner of like Bruja's bar, and just kind of sit there going on. It looks like flushed from the the octane war boy high, but also at the same time, open the door. It's like ass seat.
Okay. Hey.
Now you can talk.
Okay.
I'll flick on the nose.
1 point of damage direct to your nose, Vulpix. I'm kidding. you lazy finger whip him. You're like, right.
Ow.
You give him those 90s high school. No, go on.
I hated that shit. But you knew it was good if it hurt you at the same time.
Yeah, but you get in, just slightly out of initiative order. I'm kind of going in order, but feel free. You guys are kind of in a role play moment, but yeah, go for it. Toymaker and Wolfman.
Yeah. Let's just know we got to go see the doc again. That's why I'm wearing my armor.
You need it.
I'm 100% sure I got identified.
Okay, so you're not bleeding internal or nothing. Okay, well, all right.
No, I'm fine. Just a little bit of blood leaking here and there.
Drop some dirt on it, and
put it into drive. As soon as he got in, like after the nose flick would have had of it, in drive moving is kind of, so that way no one can kind of get squirrely about it. It's the combat zone. Cars aren't super common in the time of Red, and we will have a target on our back if we are, sedentary for too long. So I'll make his way towards the Ripper we ran into last time.
Yeah, Ripper Donnie's. Yeah, you start heading over there, making your way, and then back over to Codex's joint. Y'all are posted up, feeling a good buzz. Codex has been serving up the drinks. It feels like you guys are kind of pounding them a little bit fast. You can tell like you've gone through like a few drinks in a matter of 15-20 minutes. Between the synth coke and the conversation, things are moving fast. You're having a good time, and there's some cat butt in the area, and it jumps up on the bar. But but y'all are hanging out.
Is there a bar cat?
She's like, I don't remember having a cat, but okay, that's cool.
Or am I just hallucinating?
I like it.
Ripper, welcome to the wonderful world of drugs. Detective Leon has probably stayed alive for so long because he does so many. So let's
he does seem like he's pickled in drugs.
Let's chill out on the.
I'm not gonna hallucinate my worst nightmare, am I?
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Perfect. Okay.
Unless you fail, and that's different.
How about we take some more shots and then we go find a joy toy. Or joy.
Codex leans in. We don't need that. Why don't we take some shots and go back to my place?
Say
Am I gonna
all
throw a
that
deal
again.
here?
I was not listening. I was too focused on that cat over there. What's happening?
Nox is talking about getting a joy toy. I'm talking about putting down some shots and going back to my place.
Ew. Ew.
But listen, I am a third wheel here.
You
guys
think
are an
you
item.
know a person, and you offer that.
There's nothing wrong with the third wheel.
Wolf. I look at Ripper.
Look, I'm gonna need like 10 more shots.
Codex
We've
goes
lived this far.
Codex goes behind the bar. She stands up. She's got a couple bottles, and she looks at the bartender. She's like, "Why don't you close up tonight?" She's like, "More than a couple shots. Let's go."
Okay, can we bring the cat?
Hell yeah.
Everybody
What's
is
its
happy.
name?
It is insane how like the different halves are going.
What are we naming this cat? This bar cat?
Nighttime Dan.
I like it. All right, let's go. Grab the cat.
Oh, hell yeah.
She goes out, flags down a
Nighttime Dan
combat
has
cab.
plot armor now.
Yeah, she goes out, flags down a combat cab, and kind of takes you down from her bar, just like 2 blocks, just right into the combat zone. There's an apartment building, takes you in there. She's got a nice apartment, actually, up on the top floor. Decent view. You can actually see the whole strip from that side of the combat zone. She's like, yeah, I love living on the edge of this shit. Like, don't have to deal with the PD or any of that shit. Still got a pretty view right down the street from my spot. I hope you guys are cool with staying in the combat zone. I imagine so.
I'm from there.
Damn, girl, you live like this?
It's like, hell yeah, let's get it going. She goes in, starts pouring the drinks, kicks on some music, flips the switch, there's some lights going, and yeah, things are getting a little bit saucy. Let's go over to Detective Leon's situation here as security kind of takes their turns. Yeah, as you're kind of making your way down the hall, you see those guys that got blasted by the grenade kind of like regaining their kind of composure and footing as they just start hauling ass down the hall, like just in pursuit of you. You can see the other 4, well, you don't see them necessarily, but you hear them as you're just focused on running away, but you hear the other ones yelling too, like, fuck, get him, close the distance, it's that motherfucker. You hear the Netrunner yelling some more, like just chaos kind of breaking out. But Toymaker, over to you. You're in the vehicle with Wolfman, and yeah, you two make it over to Ripper Doc Donnie's. What do you two do?
Is pull up to the docks. You open the door. It's like, all right, go get your facelift. Go get the loaner detailed.
Yep.
Yeah, as you walk in and go up to Ripper Doc Donnie's Toymaker, you see that big dude leaning up against the door again. As you go up, he's like 2080s.
It's like that's where before driving off, Wolfman will just pull his beast, big old shotgun. I'm like, how about you fuck off for free?
You know what? It's an open door. And he laughs and walks off. He just laughs it off and shit.
Adam Paul. He'll just fuck off.
But yeah, Detective Leon, over to you as Toymaker gets into Ripper Doc Donnie. And I imagine just to streamline things a little bit there, Toymaker, you're going there to get a new face, right? Is that what you said?
Yep, I'll have one ready next time we roll.
Yeah, exactly. So you go in there and you've got, Ripper Doc Donnie recognizing you again, and just laughs and, says, you know it's going to be double, right?
What can I say, man? You're the best. Let's get this shit going.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a few lines of coke before this shit hits.
Yeah, instantly getting in it. But yeah, you get in there. Detective Leon, what's your plan, man? You're running away. Those security guards are in pursuit, but that grenade gave you some distance. Now they're not right up on you, trying to grapple every fucking round. They're trying to close that distance, which shouldn't take too long. They are athletic and shit. You can tell they're not your typical PD, but you did gain that distance. You dealt some damage. They're in pursuit. You're in the hall. You got some bathrooms. You got a storage. You got the stairs that are next to the stairwell or whatever, next to the elevator, and then it opens up into kind of the pool area and cabanas and shit where the hotel wraps around, like an inner courtyard sort of vibe. But yeah, what are you doing? Shit's pretty chaotic, and the alarms and shit are still going on and all that shit. Yeah. What are you doing?
All right, so we're going to give, I guess, all the families in the pool the most insane experience of their lives. So just break off towards the pool. Pools typically they'll have like the big glass windows that look to the outside world. Closest window we find, we just start running towards it, gun in hand, and I just empty the cylinder while running to get some spider webbing and some breaks in the glass. And then as soon as I get to that glass, I'm just gonna throw my body at it full force, shatter through, and then just keep booking it down the street.
Nice. Yeah, give me your handgun and then give me damage, because it's not really I'm not using the handgun to see if you actually hit the window. The window's not dodging, I'm going to use this for the level of spider webbing and shit, and then you're going to give me the damage. You know, to say, like, if you hit it in a critical spot or a weak point or whatever. You're also disappearing on us, Leon. I don't know if you've noticed that. You've been a ghost for the past...
Oh, hell!
There you are.
All right, so 21. All right, so 21 for the first shot, and then it'll be...
Nice.
Okay, then 24 for the second hit this turn.
Nice.
The first one will pull out 11 damage. The next one will pull out 8 damage, and then if it takes multiple turns, we're gonna just put the last 2 in there on the next turn.
Yeah, look, you end up hitting it perfectly, like from perfect distance from the frame on all edges, to where it like spider webs almost shattering. Like you'll easily be able to jump through that shit without taking any damage. Great shots. Very tactful. The distance is going to be next round though, and security will be closing the distance. You can kind of feel that as they're gaining, but you've got a clear out path. And as you're doing that, you notice like the families and people that were in the pool area, most of which are kind of gathered in the pool and staring towards the lobby because of the explosion and chaos, are now like, holy shit, it's coming this way, and they're all backing up, and you can see like families grabbing their kids and getting out of the pool, and like, holy shit, as you're running by, and security, and like everyone's kind of spreading out a little, realizing that the chaos is pouring into the pool area. But
like the whole time I'm just hoping that nobody's visiting from like Night City or New York, because then like dads are gonna be just like flinging lead at me.
Right. Now most of these people are panicking. They see security, they heard the explosion, they see the chaos. Seems like most of these people don't want to get involved. But yeah, as you're cutting through, let's take it over to Wolfman. Wolfman, you just dropped off Toymaker. He kind of went into Ripper Knockdown. You know it's going to take a couple hours for him to kind of get the work. Or we'll say like an hour in this dark future. But yeah, what's Wolfman doing? You going to wait outside, or you got other plans, or what are you doing?
Either going to swing back by, depending on time, to back with the Snake Nation, or like some you know, I don't know if they would have like an auto body shop with the combat sounds. So probably just the Snake Nation camp to get the dings buffed out and the bulletproof windshield replaced.
Nice, yeah, you can do that.
Give it a good spray down to, you know, get the fucking people chowder off of the plow and the carriage.
Oh yeah, it's all under there and up the back and on the tires, kicked up the back. But yeah, you can do that. You kind of get outside the combat, you know, off the off-strip through the combat zone, off to the outskirts. You know, the family's been out there for the events and stuff. You can get into the camp and kind of bring the vehicle. We'll say the family, when you pull up, is kind of like, what the fuck, man? You ask us to drop off the car, this is how you bring it back?
Listen, you're not gonna fucking believe the night I've had, and just, you know, as they're working, he will, like, you know, throw back beers, talk about the complete fuck shit of the last like 36 hours.
Yeah, you break it down. Yeah, Ripper Knox, you're having a night. Things are happening. I don't know if you've got any skills in threesome, but let's do a check. DD17 to hold that O. And I'm kidding.
Well, listen,
I'm kidding.
Knox has a midnight lady, so
hit that threesome skill.
Knox is ready.
So you're just, you know, you're getting the Wi-Fi, you got the service pack installed.
But no, you're having a good time. We'll say that you guys are kind of partying and getting along with Codex and having your moment again. This time, maybe unlike the hotel room where you kind of all woke up post-drunk and confused and trying to remember getting there, and Knox waking up on the floor. In this case, the synth coke is kind of keeping you a bit more coherent and vibrant in the situation. So you're absolutely remembering the fact that, like, yeah, you guys are partying together and you're hooking up. But yeah, back over to the.
You didn't want to do coke.
See, it leads to good times. But we can fade to black with that as we go over to the hotel room. Or the hotel, and basically Detective Leon dodging the security as they're closing the distance. That grenade gave enough distance that even with their move, Detective moving and shooting, they close the distance. Next round they should be able to catch up, depending on how things go with Detective Leon. But over to Toymaker, you're getting the face done. It's going to take an hour, so you're just basically getting the work done, which takes us to Detective Leon. You dive through that shit. Give me athletics, and then give me endurance.
Okay, so we run into it. Athletics, we got a 13. Endurance. I gotta find endurance. It's been a while since I've rolled that. All right, endurance is gonna be a 14.
Nice.
No luck. We're gonna see if this is good enough to smash through the broken glass.
Yeah, no, you smash through the broken glass. You take 4 points of damage, and that basically can be thwarted by your SP. So maybe that doesn't even get through, just kind of shreds a little bit. But yeah, 4 points of damage. And
all right, we are looking good. The SP takes it, baby.
Yeah, and your endurance is enough to kind of keep that distance with security, man. They're chasing behind you, but you're able to keep that distance that you gained from the grenade, which puts you out on the side street. So like to the right, when you break through this window, like there's people out there, there's vehicles, everyone kind of like looks at you and like backs up and shit. But as you like land on the street and security's coming behind you, you basically have to make a quick decision. Like to the right is towards the main strip, to the left is towards one of the alleyways that goes back behind the Bellagio. Yeah, which way you going? Those are pretty much your only 2 options, because across the street is pretty much a building. It's like parking garage to the next casino.
To the left, we're going into the back alleys, and we're gonna try and lose them in the chaos of the alleys.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you make your way back towards the alleys and kind of cutting in and out of them. Give me a stealth.
Okay, all right. All right, Daddy's gotta find the best dumpster. Gotta find the best dumpster. Gotta find the best dumpster. We're looking for a dumpster.
Nice.
15.
Yeah.
Hopefully we found a good dump.
Yeah, that was contested with security, and like as you cut the alley, you can see security kind of breaking through the glass street side. One's like, he went that way, and they start like coming down towards the alley. Like they're definitely going in your direction, but you cut the alley. There are dumpsters. There's some garbage there. There's like, you know, a little homeless camp back kind of tucked away behind the casino back there. But you can dive into a dumpster if you want. That the plan?
Yeah, because it's a good place to hide. If it's not a gross dumpster, we'll sleep rough, and then we'll just wait for the morning, and then we'll rebuild our outfit and hit one of those places where you got 5 Eddie synth steaks for breakfast.
Nice. Yeah, you dive into there. Give me
Vegas.
Yeah, give me a luck check as you dive into that dumpster.
All right, so. Okay, this is gonna be no poop, no poop, no poop. Well, I made my luck.
Well, then that means it failed, because I have to account for if someone has a 10 luck. So it's a match or higher, you know, when it comes to a luck check for me. But yeah, you dive into the dumpster, covered in fucking like rotten food. There's definitely some like homeless waste that's been dumped in there from the nearby camp. You're just like, it fucking reeks in there. You're covered in garbage. There's even some broken glass. Well, I rolled on that. There's only 2 points of damage for that. Your SP probably protects you from the broken glass. But yeah, this dumpster's definitely not pleasant. But you do make it, man. You dive in, you close the top, and yeah, as you're in there, you clearly hear security go stomping by, like running down the alley, like, what the fuck, get him, and you, this way, and like they go running down the alley, this is where we're going to end our session. Kind of a weird spot, but this is where we're ending it, as Detective Leon seems to get away from security. Nox Ripper and Codex seem to have their moments in the night at Codex's spot, as Toymaker's getting his new face put on, and Wolfman. Wolfman, where were you headed? To the camp, get in the car? Yeah, we'll say you get the car completely done. Do you want to stay out at the camp tonight, or did you want to head somewhere else? Because during that time, I'll say, you know, you can make that decision. The same way Leon's going to crash out in the dumpster, Toymaker's getting the face done, and then, you know, we'll see where he went or what he's going to do. Nox and Ripper are staying at Codex. What are you doing for the night, aside from the car getting fixed?
He's going to be, like, kicking back with the rest of the Steak Nation. You know, crack open beers, you know, and just, you know, shooting the shit with, you know, fellow nomads. Like, agent on hand if Toymaker, like, calls for a pickup, he'll just pick him up and bring him back to the camp, because let's let the stuff, you know, in the, you know, like the middle of the city simmer down for the night.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And we can say that that's how it goes down. Toymaker gets the new face and shit. Toymaker, what's the new face? What does Wolfman see when he picks you up?
Man, I don't know yet. That may have to wait until we pick up again.
That works for me. Yeah, that way you can get it done.
I'm not
that
sure.
Sounds fun. Yeah,
it's
think about that.
It's a big mystery. I'm anticipating you're like, my first face was a little Clydesdale. Maybe you can make me a little more Mustang.
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't stick horsey so much. I would go a different direction. But yeah, whatever it is, we'll figure that out next stream. But in any case, Wolfman does pull up after about an hour of you getting that facelift shit from Ripper Doc Donnie. I think it was 5K. I'm going to look at my previous notes on the double pay. Do you have at least that, Toymaker? I think that's what it was, because I originally.
Okay, yes.
I think that's what it was. I need to relook at my notes of the double pay, because remember, it was he knows that you need to be incognito and shit and whatever. We'll do that off stream. We'll do the math there. But yeah, you get the new face, get picked up by Wolfman, get out to the Nomad camp, spend the night there. While Nox, Ripper, and Codex chill at her spot, while Leon spends the night in a dumpster, and we will see everyone on Monday, because we're going to have to pick up Monday so we can do our 24-hour cafe wrap-up of the finale on Thursday. So. Yeah, I'll see everyone then, and thanks, chat, for being part of it and donating +2s and all that good shit. I'll see you later. Take care.
Yeah.